Yo, what's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm your guy, Rez, and I am back again on the channel with y'all for another dope live stream on this Wednesday evening. Hope everybody is doing well out there. If this is your first time tuning into the live streams, as I always mention in the beginning of these live streams, I do these every Wednesday, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do apologize. I did go half an hour later than I normally do. That's because my job right now, my situation, it's taking me a little longer to get home because of transportation and stuff like that. So I kind of pushed my live stream 30 minutes ahead. So, I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. I don't want to say it's a permanent time change, but it's definitely something that I think is going to be pretty much my schedule for the time being. So I do appreciate you guys nonetheless hopping on with me at the 6:30 time. But usually I go live at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So just be aware of that. This topic tonight is about the recent NBA jerseys that are currently being worn this season for the 2022-2023 NBA season. Yesterday, obviously, for those of you who don't know, Dubs had their first game opener at Chase Center. And also, it was the ring ceremony, guys, hence me wearing the championship hat tonight. But yeah, man, the Warriors, pretty much got their rings and they opened up against the Los Angeles Lakers, who we beat in good fashion, I would say. So, but aside from the Warriors, guys, the Warriors do have new jerseys that they are going to be wearing this upcoming or this season right here that we have, and also a bunch of other NBA teams are also going to be wearing some new uniforms and some old Hardwood Classic styles. So, um, I wanted to go live. I know I talked about this in the past, but I know that a lot of more teams now in the NBA, not all teams, but a lot more teams unveiled the jerseys that they're going to be wearing for this season, for the 2022-2023 NBA season. So I thought it would be a great idea to go over it with everybody here in this live stream tonight, to just kind of go over, our thoughts and opinions of the new jerseys that are going to be worn this season. So I see that there's 7 people in here. Shout outs to the 7 people. Just to highlight some comments. Rivalry, what's up? What's up? Bay Area Throwbacks, what's good? What's good? What's good? Big John, what up? What up? What up? Eli says my phone's got charged. I'm gonna be in the comments for a little while. It's all good, man. It's all good. So, yeah, I will pretty much start this live stream by just going over the teams that have unveiled their jerseys so far. I don't know if any other teams are going to be unveiling anything for the remainder of the season. But so far, we have some new statement jerseys. We have some new City Edition jerseys. And pretty much just to kind of go over the teams, we got the Memphis Grizzlies who are going to be donning a new statement edition jersey. We have the Phoenix Suns, the Milwaukee Bucks, Cleveland Cavaliers, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Nets, Brooklyn Nets, the Trailblazers, New York, Charlotte Hornets, Denver Nuggets, Dallas Mavericks, Utah Jazz, San Antonio Spurs, the Orlando Magic, Detroit Pistons, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Los Angeles Lakers. And of course, my favorite team, basketball team of all time, the Golden State Warriors. So, did I mention the Lakers? I don't know if I mentioned. Yeah, I did mention the Lakers, right? So these teams have unveiled their new uniforms, and it's a lot. It's a lot to break down and kind of cover. Before I go any further, I want to know if you guys want to join the stream live with me, and kind of go over them by team like we did last time, or if you want me to share my opinions first. If you guys want to hear my opinion going and breaking down each team and their jersey. But yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments. I am open to hearing how you guys want to do this. If I don't hear any comments, then I'm just gonna pretty much just go right into it and share my thoughts, and then open the floor afterwards. But let me know. Give you guys like a minute to type in your answers. I will tell you, just looking at this right now, looking at these jerseys, I could see myself probably getting. Mm, let's see here. One, maybe like four out of this list that I've seen so far. That's a maybe. That's a huge maybe. So I definitely want to see what you guys would like to. And also, this is only the statement jerseys, guys. There's also city editions that will be worn this season as well, that are brand new jerseys. So definitely want to get your guys' opinions on the city edition jerseys as well, not just the statement edition jerseys. So I got one comment that says, what's up, Rez? I think we should go over together. Okay, that's one. John, what's up, Rez? Congratulations again. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really do. And Eli says, honestly, I'm only gonna get the Grizzlies and the Suns. So that's not a bad choice, to be quite honest with you. Um, hold up. They message me right now. Let's check out my post. Pull something up here. Okay. Let's see. Get this list ready. Sorry, guys. I'm like typing and talking at the same time. Kind of hard to do. But get this up. Let me get this up. Okay, so says together. All right, I'm gonna open the link. So if you guys want to start filling up the slots, feel free while I get this thing ready. Okay, it says I can't get on yet, but I like when people go over it together. Okay, I think I have 5 needs and 2 more wants, so 7 total. Needs and wants, definitely two different things. Gotcha. All right, just give me one moment here, guys, while I get this. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's like mad slow. So please bear with me, people. It's acting a fool. This ain't cutting it. All right, I see you guys. I'll let you hop on in just a moment here. Please bear with me. Sorry, this kind of hit me last minute here. All right. All right, fellas.
Hey, Rez.
Oh, what is going on? Neil, stop watching the Phillies win. I'm just kidding, man. Congrats on the Phillies, man. Making it this far. That's really nice to see, man. I'm proud of your guys. And I'm proud that the Dodgers are out. Yes. I live vicariously through all these other teams now. So,
Rez, I gotta say, man, last night's game, dude, he was talking about earlier, man, with the Lakers and the Dubs, man. It was a hell of a game, man. Even my grandma watched it with me.
Yeah, no, it was I mean, all bias aside, I mean, I enjoyed the game. I think that the Warriors definitely have a pretty solid squad with despite the losing a core, their core bench.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
I think I mean with the Lakers, I'm actually curious to see where they end up this season. Um considering, the health and longevity of their current squad and the whole situation with Russ and stuff like that. I was like hearing Chuck talk about, how they got to get rid of Westbrook. I'm like, who's gonna take him? I mean, he's still got what is he like? Who the only way they're gonna take him is if they get unprotected draft picks, which I don't see any team really doing that. I don't know. So, all right. So I have another guest. We got Mr. Philly in the house, the Philly fanatic.
What's going on?
What's up, Mighty? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. We're coming back home with a split, but I'll be there on Friday night. Going to see my first ever playoff baseball game in person. And, we're going to show those San Diego, what real noise is at a ballpark. Well, they were nice and cute there in San Diego. It's all right. We got something for them. We got something for them. We rattled the defending champion Braves. We can rattle the Padres.
Jesus, here we go.
We ready?
All right. Well,
Eagles 6-0, Phillies in the NLCS, Union.
Yeah,
let's go.
Mighty, I enjoyed that game,
was
man.
wrong with the world when the Sixers lost yesterday. I didn't think a Philly team was going to lose again.
Yeah. How those Red Sox doing, Mac? They doing all right?
They're at home, but I'm staying content with 6 Super Bowl wins.
I feel terrible.
Stanley Cup championship in the last couple of years.
That's all right. Not winning a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. Oh, and
you gotta get your Zimmer jersey?
And the Eagles are?
We're 6-0. We haven't lost.
Hey, man.
You're lucky you're not playing us this year. Otherwise, that'll be
regular
We'd be so
season.
scared. We'd be so scared of Jalen Hurts. Oh my God!
Yeah,
what a great quarterback.
I thought Dallas had a pretty good defense, right? How'd they look?
That's what I was going to talk about, Mighty.
Yeah.
No.
What a game.
Parsons was making a lot of plays.
The whole league sucks.
I have no contribution to this season.
We got this. It's our time.
Hey, man, y'all 6-0, dude.
Other than them be healthy.
Enjoy it while you can.
We keep all the receipts. We're ready.
Hey, I'm happy with y'all, Mighty.
All right, speaking of receipts, let's I have a receipt that I kept because I bought this jersey and I was I told myself I wasn't gonna buy it, but I ended up buying it anyways. So I got that new Classic Edition Warriors jersey coming in soon. So,
dude,
I mean, in all fairness, I had a coupon. I'm not, and it was ring night ceremony, and I'm like, man, this thing's gonna be gone after the end of tonight, which it didn't. It's still there, but
You got the Classic Edition?
Yeah, I ordered it a little bit later because when you sent me the link, I was like, I got my wedding just around the corner. I need to hold off. And then I saw the ring ceremony. I'm like, okay, I'm buying it.
Yeah, it is a nice one. I don't know if they're gonna make it in authentic form or not, but it's nice. I'm happy with it. Of course, it doesn't take much to please me, but I'm happy with it. It's in the collection.
I'm like I said, when it comes to the Warriors, obviously, I gotta. I don't know. I feel like I'm obligated. I know that's a horrible way to look at it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm obligated to get every Warriors style. I mean, but I will say this. The new City Edition, if that's what they're actually going to be wearing, it's going to be tough for me.
Have you seen a good picture of it? I have yet to see a good.
You're going to get it.
I was going to pull it up, but I guess the post got removed. So I'm trying to find another post of it so I could share it here tonight. But
Speaking of,
you, I'm not a fan of it. It's just
yeah,
it's too like collabish for me. Like it doesn't even look like. Call me a purist. It just doesn't look like something that they would wear.
mhm.
Obviously, it's a brand new design, you know, and all that stuff. But I mean, it's just. I've lived in the Bay 34 years of my life, and I've never seen that flower or whatever that thing is that they put in there. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Do you know the meaning behind it, or
I've heard a few things. I heard that San Francisco, that's like their flower that they of the city. I've heard Oakland, how they have like a flower that is also a city, like what represents that city. So I'm curious to see how the Warriors will describe it because right now it's all speculation. I don't think there's like an official, description of what that is and what it entails, but it just doesn't look right to me. I don't know. That's just my opinion though.
wow?
All right. Anyways, now that I have you guys on here with me, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well this evening. So I kind of want to start by breaking down what all the statement edition jerseys that have been leaked and unveiled already for the season that just started, and kind of go over our thoughts, kind of like what we did with last year's classic and city and statement edition jerseys. Not every team has a new jersey. Some just kind of was like, nah, we're gonna keep it, to what we did before, which is totally fine. I think it'll help us get through this quicker. But I'm gonna share my screen with you guys, and we're gonna kind of go over these. Big shout outs to NBCSports.com because I pulled this information from their website. But yeah, here, let me share my screen, make sure we could all see. Okay, where is this here? What happened to the share screen here? I don't see it now. Oh, here we go. They changed it again. All right.
They're tricky.
I know they keep changing this. It's like, what is going on? All right. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
All right. So this article right here is from the NBCSports.com. So shout out to them. They get credit for this article. But basically they unveiled some new jerseys for these teams for the 2022-2023 NBA season. So why don't we start off with the Atlanta Hawks? It says the Hawks haven't unveiled any uniforms for this season yet. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I don't know if they can still unveil them like midway through the season. Is that something they've done or?
Only city, I think, and I think the cities come out next in November.
Yeah, that's right. Neil's right.
Besides Boston,
okay.
But
so for the statement editions, we could honestly we could assume that this is it, right?
Yeah,
I wouldn't expect them to have anything other than the white, the black, and the red that they had last year. Yeah.
The only way that changes is if they bring back Earned Edition, and I don't think they're doing that. So that could be the only wrinkle other than the city editions. But I think with the city, they're done after that.
Got it. All right. Oh, oops, wrong screen. Okay, so the Boston Celtics, who did unveil a new city edition jersey, which looks really nice in my opinion. But going back to their statement editions, this is their new city edition, not statement edition, which pays tribute to the late Bill Russell, rest in peace, with a darker green and 11 diamonds down to the side to honor Russell's 11 championships. The Celtics will debut this on opening night, which they did last night against the Sixers. So what are your guys' thoughts on this jersey? I've seen a lot of great comments and compliments on this jersey style. Mac, I know you're a Celtic fan, so I would love to hear your opinion first on this.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the darker color of the jersey, but I think aesthetically it hits a lot of marks. I like the regular scoop neck. The gold accent is kind of nice. It plays off of the Celtics kind of secondary color palette, and also like the Larry O'Brien trophy for the trophies that they've won. Tributes to Bill Russell, I think, are really cool. The font that you see on the front is actually supposed to mimic a bar that he owned. So it's like similar font to the name of the bar. I can't remember the name of the bar, but I saw that yesterday. And, the diamonds on the side, I think, is nice. So that even though they're a little darker than I was expecting, I thought they were going to be more like a light green color, or closer to Kelly green. But, I think as a switch up, these look really nice and clean. And, I'm happy that they're going to be wearing them throughout the season.
Oh, well said. What about you, Mighty? What do you think about these Celtics?
They're really nice. They have a kind of a little classic look to them. I like the homage to Bill Russell. Very, very fitting. I think Bill will be proud of those jerseys. The Celtics do honor their history very well, and I think they hit the nail on the head with this one. They just they're different. There's something different than what you're accustomed to seeing. But that's where the city editions, come in, where you're going to get stuff that's different than the norm. I think they're a solid jersey. Even as a diehard Sixer fan, I have to admit that they're a very solid jersey in the Celtics rotation.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think I think that these jerseys are really nice so far. Of all the city editions that I've seen, this is definitely on the top 3 for me personally. I really like that that description that you gave, Mac. I had no idea that the wood marking also was inspired by like a bar in Massachusetts, which is really cool. And I think it's a great way to pay homage to the late great Bill Russell and everything that he did. And every time I read about these stories and I see this type of execution, it's nice. It makes me smile, because I feel like not every team gets it done properly, and I feel like it becomes too commercialized. But this one, I think it's a good look for like the older enthusiasts and like the historical history of the Celtics blended with new, modern day, NBA and Celtics like that. And I like the design personally. So, Big John, what's your thoughts on this one?
Honestly, this is one of my faves, man. I love the design, and I love the fact that it's paying homage to Bill Russell. And when I saw it last night, man, honestly, I loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a quick question: do you guys know when these become available? Will they automatically come with the number 6 Bill Russell patch, or is that something you have to get custom?
Probably the team store. If you get them through the Boston Pro Shop, it'll probably come with both patches. But if you buy it off Nike.com, I wouldn't expect it to have the sponsor patch or the Russell patch, just because that's the way they've operated in the past. So, and I would expect them to become available at the same time as all of the other city editions release, probably next month, about a month from now. That's when they dropped last year. So I think they just wore them opening night, because they wanted to tribute Bill Russell. So.
That patch is nice, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Eli in the chat says it's about damn time the Celtics make some good city jerseys. Okay, well, there is his 2 cents. So
him and Barry Walden.
Kudos to Eli, man, for being very vocal.
In fairness, they haven't been super strong with the city edition jersey, so I guess I'll give him that.
I kind of like last year's one. That was pretty
cool. Okay.
Last year's
the nameplate was cool.
Yeah.
And if you're into the whole two-tone thing, it definitely checked the box there. So it wasn't bad. I would agree. It at least had some elements that were a little different. So
now, which one was better, this year's or last year's?
This year's.
Yeah.
This year's, yeah.
No question.
I think we could all agree on that. All right. Moving on to the next team, we have the Brooklyn Nets. So it says the Nets unveiled 2 new jerseys, a statement edition and a classic edition, to complement their traditional black and white sets. So here are the pictures for the statement edition jersey coming this fall. And what are your guys' thoughts on this one?
Meh.
Ben Simmons gets missed shots in the nose too.
I knew he was gonna bring.
Oh man, you know, I like black jerseys. Like I like the darker scheme jerseys, but I feel like it's almost weird because the sponsor was that Webull. Is that what it says? Weeble, that almost looks like a moon, and the jersey's dark. So I was like, is that what they were going for? Like, I don't know. I guess it just kind of coincidentally kind of matched, but not my favorite statement edition jersey as of late. This one is. I compare it almost to that level of the Thunder. Was it the City Edition jerseys that they wore, or was that a statement? I don't remember.
The City last year, the white with silver.
Oh,
yeah. It's almost on that same level as this one, and
at least there's more contrast here. But
yeah,
I agree, it's not very imaginative. It's that kind of two-tone thing that we talked about, and it's just okay. It'll probably look fine on court, but it's not anything that makes me want to run out and grab one. Plus, I don't like anyone on their team.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't get this, to be honest. This would be an easy pass for me.
Easy.
However, Eli says, dope, Brooklyn, stand up. And he also says, where's Leo when you need him? I don't know. He's probably working. He says, the Nets remind me of the Heat black and white jersey. Yeah. I know there was I know the
black
Warriors
tie jerseys, yeah.
Yeah, they did like that all black jersey. I had one. I had a J Rich one actually. I don't know what I did. Somewhere. Maybe it's somewhere in the house, but I gotta look for it.
There he is.
Yeah. There he is. All right. What up, King? What's good?
Uh-oh. See, you mentioned his name. There you go.
Mentioned King, and there he is.
Add in your 2 cents. What do you think about this jersey, King?
Fire. He's gonna do a jersey review.
Hold on, I'll be right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Boggy. Oh, he doesn't like him. Terrible. Oh boy. He'll have like 3 of them. Yeah, it's almost like with this, they said, oh, let's take the classic jersey and just make it black and white. Okay.
Yeah. Very basic.
Magic Johnson pass off the backboard.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I had to hydrate in this live. But pretty much, all right, let's go. What did King say? Terrible? Ooh.
Yeah.
The consensus rules on this one. Magic Johnson pass off. He says best statement is the Bucks. All right, well, we'll get to that one. All right, so moving on to the next team. Oh no, sorry. The Classic Edition for the Nets. This one right here, obviously, I don't know if you guys are an OG jersey enthusiasts,
Dr. J.
I actually use this style in the jersey battle for those of you who are wondering. I use it in a shoe jersey combo. But yeah, it's a great jersey, man. It just screams Nets all over it, and I love the whole ABA and with Dr. J and all these great players that played during this era of basketball. And slap any player on there, it's going to be a classic jersey. It's going to get compliments everywhere you go, especially on the 4th of July. This is always a jersey that I like to rock in the summertime. Will you guys be getting this jersey at all if they make an authentic of it, if they ever did? Personally, for me, I won't. because I already have the Dr. J version of
I'll just get Dr. J.
Same.
but it is dope.
Actually, I have a Jason Kidd too, a Reebok
Ooh,
version.
that's clean.
So it's pretty cool.
That's super.
Yeah, see, this one I have the Dr. J, but I'd probably, if I was to get another one, it would either be J Kidd or Vince Carter when they wore it before KD or something like that. And I liked when they did the tie dye. I got the tie dye, but this one, I guess this is one of those, you see it so much. It's good. It's great they brought it back. It's awesome. It's going to look great on court, but I don't think I'm going to run out and, grab a current player in it. At least not now. Maybe some years from now, but not now.
Yeah.
I think it would have been cool to see them do, and maybe they'll do this down the line, but a city edition of the blue version of this jersey. But obviously the original said New York. If it said Brooklyn, it'd be kind of cool, to pay homage to the past, but represent Brooklyn. It'd be a different look, kind of a little bit more of a new update. So that would be kind of cool.
Or they could do it, and instead of New York, but Brooklyn across the front, or BK,
That's what I was
something
thinking.
like that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like put
Yeah.
Brooklyn across the front
Right.
instead of New York. Yeah, that would look kind of cool.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No, for sure. This is definitely a classic, and also I used to have the Nike Rewind version of this style. It wasn't an official colorway, but it was dope nonetheless to see kind of like a remix style of this jersey. But anyways, all right, let's go on to the next team, which is the Charlotte Hornets. So I know, Mac, you are you have a soft spot with Charlotte, obviously, with LJ and stuff like that. But I'm curious to hear your opinion and everyone else's opinion as well on their jerseys. But it says, in a slightly tweaked statement look, the Hornets revealed updated purple uniforms for this season. The biggest change is the Hornets across the chest rather than the CHA. They will also have an alternate court design when they wear the purple uniforms at home. So this is their statement edition, it looks like. And it's cool, man. I think that the Hornets, they have an advantage to begin with, just because their color scheme, I think, is a very unique color. You don't see that too often on teams, let alone in the NBA. I think they're the only team that uses those two color combos. So yeah, it's a great look. I think if I could find it for the right price, I probably would cop this. But it's not something that I would rush to get like right away, my humble opinion. But what are your guys' thoughts on this one?
It's nice. It pops. That purple, man.
I would say. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I can tell you that the previous version that they alluded to with the CHA on the front, that was known as a bad luck jersey. Like, how the Cowboys have the bad luck blues? Like, they had a thing in Charlotte where it seemed like anytime they wore the purples, they lost. So I guess they felt like they needed to freshen those up a little bit and change them. So, but there's also some really cool details on this jersey. I think on the trim and then also on the side panels, there's like a honeycomb design too. That's pretty nice. So it adds a little bit more detail to it. This is definitely one I would pick up if, like you said, I could get it at a decent price if Fanatics had it and I could use a discount on it. But I don't know that I'd pay like $250 to get it. So it's also very, very similar to the style that they had before Nike took over. So the word mark's very similar, number font, all that. So
yeah. What about you, Mighty?
I agree with what others have said. I like the jersey. I'm not a huge fan of the current Hornet look, but I guess I'm just such a sucker for the old stuff. But this is nice. I think of their set, this might be one of the nicer jerseys that they have, just all together with the shorts. But as others have said, I think if I ever got it, it would be something on sale. I'm not going to rush to get to get this, in my collection, at least not at this time.
Anybody in the comments? Did they comment on this? No, they did not. It just says my granddad's a Yankees fan. Okay, that's nice. All right, let's go on to the next jersey here, which is they got a new court. They got a new court too. Huh. Interesting. All right, the Bulls. The Bulls haven't unveiled any uniforms for this season yet. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Cavaliers. So it says it's a new era for the Cavaliers, who revealed a complete uniform rebrand before trading for star guard Donovan Mitchell in September. The team colors are unchanged, but here's a look at the updated association: white, icon, wine, and statement black. Oh, that's not it. I was like, what is this? I was like, that's definitely not the uniform color. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I'm not very fond of these designs. I think, it's kind of lazy in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. Like these kind of fall in the cracks for me. They're not something like if a bunch of jerseys were falling and I had the opportunity to grab which ones I wanted, these ones I'd probably just let continue falling down. But what are your guys' thoughts on these?
No. I like the font of the white one. I like the throwback looking Cavs. I almost wish that they would just do. I just think these are just way too plain. I wish that they would do something as a statement jersey, like a blue jersey or an orange jersey with like the old, style with that Cavs across the front. I don't know. There needs to be something else on these jerseys, something that just makes them pop a little more. It's just very blockish, just very, plain. And particularly for a team with a lot of good young players and some marketable players on there, you would want to see them, put out jerseys that people would want to run out. Oh yeah, I want to get this young guy and then Mitchell and whoever. But this is they just missed the mark. Again, I like the fun of the white one. I like the bringing the net back with the V. Mm-hmm. But I just think overall it just doesn't look very appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with these guys. It doesn't look too appealing to me either. But like Mighty said, I do like the net. That's nice. On the white one.
Right. What about you, Mac?
Yeah, I think, one of the things that I heard when this released by a lot of people was that it looked like a practice set. Like it looked like something they'd wear during practice. And when you have the white, there's no color blocking on the trim of the shorts, on the bottom. It's just white. And then like the word mark and the number. And I think this set could have benefited greatly from just a couple extra color touches. But like Mighty said, it's really a shame because there's guys on that team that I'm excited to watch this year and kind of excited to see how their careers go. And to have this be their uniform set, it's a little disappointing because they're going to be wearing it for probably at least 3 to 5 years. And even the statement, they had an opportunity maybe to do something a little bit more exciting there, and they just kind of fell back on, the big C jersey from the LeBron era. So it's, just overall a total miss, I think.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And so does the chat. Just to highlight some of the chats, they said, don't like the one on the left. It reminds me of those ugly shirt jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
Eli says those kind of jerseys look like practice jerseys. Yeah, I mean, it's just like I said, it's not very. I think it was a miss. I think they could have done something really good with these jerseys and the team, but I think it was just a miss, unfortunately. So, all right, well, we can move on to the next team, which are the Dallas Mavericks. So the Mavericks haven't unveiled any uniforms for this season yet. Wait, no, they did.
Isn't there a leak to the City Edition?
Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
We've seen the city and the statement for the Mavs.
Yeah. So let me see if I can pull up a picture of that, actually.
I really like that one. The city one.
Because I saw this, I think it was the city edition that I saw. And I was like, that's a really good one.
And that's an example of a team that has really hit a lot in their city edition stuff. They have a marketable player in Luka, and all their jerseys, those extra jerseys have been just home run hitters just about every year.
Yeah.
And the throwback green one too. But
so let's see here. We'll find a picture. Yeah. So all right, share my screen. Man, don't you just love ads? I can't say nothing because they get me paid.
we have to go through 2 15-second ones before all your videos.
I can't say nothing. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
No? All right, what is going on here? Share screen, share. What is going on? Okay. So this jersey right here, I believe, is their what? Their city edition? So this one, oh, by the way, shout out to ABC or WFAA.com for this. But yeah, this is their new city editions apparently that's going to be worn this season, and I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I love this jersey a lot. I'm a huge fan of Luka, and yeah, it's dope, man. I think, in my opinion, the Mavericks have, I think like for 3 or 4 years now they've done it right. In my opinion, I think they're really kicking butt with their styles here. But yeah, man, I like this design a lot. If they do go to this, I definitely plan on copying at some point. It's kind of a blend of like the older, throwback stuff, back when like I believe Steve Nash and Jason Kidd were like rookies, if I'm not mistaken. That era, kind of like in between the look. But yeah, I like it. I'm definitely gonna cop it if I could find one. What about you guys?
I can't remember, but is that the font from the TV show Dallas? Is that the Dallas TV show? I can't remember the font of the name when it came on the screen. But
it might be. I was just trying to look that up.
I mean, it looks like an 80s font, and
no, it wasn't. Well,
no? Okay. It looks cool though. I love it. I
like it. Cool.
There's still a few like Luka's on my list. Okay. Well, wait, is that the new show or the old show?
I think this is a new one.
Mm-hmm. So this will be on the list for me if it is indeed what they're going to go with.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. So
I like it. The only thing I don't like about it is the wishbone neck. I wish they would like distance themselves from that shit. It just it's fine to use it every now and then, but I think, have they used it on every city that they've come out with? They used it on the gold one. I guess they didn't use it on the graffiti one, right?
I don't think they did that one.
No,
but I mean, like almost all of their jerseys have it. It's like, we get it. Like, you won a championship with a wishbone neck, but sheesh, man.
That's how I felt with the Warriors. I was like, yeah, it'd be nice to get more of like the round collars rather than exactly.
Yeah. If the Eagles can change their word mark on the front of the collar after winning a Super Bowl, then Dallas can. with the neck.
All right, so I'm gonna close that screen. And then they did unveil a statement edition. Let's see if I can pull that up.
You'll notice a theme.
Oh, wishbone again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, not another wishbone.
Every time I hear that, I just think of the dog Wishbone. You know the TV show?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's the story Wishbone or something. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, guys.
Sing that jingle, Rez.
I can't, man. I'm gonna get copyright.
Yeah, come on, Rez.
All right.
Man, if they're on there looking for wishbone jingle violations, sheesh, we're all in trouble.
right. All right. So here's the new statement edition
There
for
it is.
the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, I mean, it color-wise, it's cool. You know, like the whole wishbone thing. You know, like I said, I'm not really too fond of the color, but aside from that, I think it's cool. I like the last statement editions too. I thought those were really cool. I personally own one myself. But yeah, you know, this one, will I be picking this up? I don't know. You know, it's kind of one of those like floating in limbo. Like, are you gonna cop? Maybe, but I'm not like urged to get this first. Like, it's definitely not first in line for me. So, all right, we got a guest. Let him hop on. King Leo, what's up, man?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
What up?
Can't
What up?
complain, man. How's everybody doing?
Breaking down these jerseys, man, one by one.
Sweet.
Sharing our thoughts on this. What's your thoughts on this one, man?
It's a jersey that, funny enough, I think me and Max spoke about this yesterday. It's a jersey that is definitely on the list, but not right away.
Got it. Yeah, I think
So I'll hold off on that probably December, January when things start to slow up.
Yeah. Anybody else have any opinions on this jersey before we go on to the next one?
I agree. It's okay. It's very similar to their last city. I mean, their last statement. And because they hang around for a few years, I won't be in a huge rush to grab it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
And the Dallas site, guys, just anybody who's listening in the chat, the Dallas site is definitely one of the more well-supplied jerseys, especially for Luka.
Yeah.
So
There's
unless
at
it's a
least
city
4.
edition, it's really no rush to get one.
There's at least 4 on my list on there, but
So, just to highlight the comments where it says the font for the first Dallas jersey, I think has to do with the triple D logo they use in that city. Oh, okay. Well, I've never been to Dallas, so I cannot confirm, but I will not deny that either. Ah, there it is. Well, let me highlight your screen. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Seems like it.
Yeah. All right. That's a pretty good. Pretty good. All right.
Cool. Thank you, Sam.
Sorry, I just gave you guys a sneak peek of all of them. But here, let me share my screen. Okay, so going back to the Dallas Mavericks. So they do have uniforms that they're going to be wearing. So we went over those. The Denver Nuggets is the next one. So it says Denver slightly changed its Mile High statement set. It's still blue, but there's more yellow and red on the jerseys and shorts this year. So here's an image from their Twitter. So it says 27 looking fresh in the statement. So this is their statement jersey. Is Jamal Murray back or is he still injured? What's going on? Like, I'm not sure.
Don't know.
Well,
he's just modeling the jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I could honestly say that this jersey, I'm a fan of it.
It's an improvement.
It's definitely better, I think, than the last Mile High City jersey. And
big improvement.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool how they have like the curve with the Mile High and then the city and then the number in the middle. I think it's dope. I like the color combo. It almost reminds me of like the era with the Nuggets with the little pickaxe and the nugget in the middle with the color scheme here. And I definitely would love to get a Joker jersey. I still don't have a Jokic jersey in my collection, which is crazy to me because I like Jokic. I wanted the city editions from last year or was it the city or statement with the rainbows on the side? I always forget.
Oh yeah,
but
the
city edition.
Yeah, I never got to get that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, people were going pretty nuts over that one.
But yeah, this is a dope jersey. Would I get one? Yeah, for sure. I think I would get it at some point. If it's still around, later in the season, and I had a chance to get one, I probably would. But what are your guys' thoughts on this?
Real nice. I love the blue. And the Mile High, man, it's definitely a jersey somewhere down the road I definitely love to get.
So this is the statement, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the statement Jokic. I believe the differences are the lettering is more yellow, and it's pretty much the same style for the most part, and the trim is a little different. I actually like this version better, but because I have that one, it's so close. It's a pass for me. But I think if you don't have one, it's a nice pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made
Yeah,
some.
I agree. I think the subtle differences to the trim, and I'm not sure King Leo was the Mile High City word mark. Was it 2-color before, or was it just single yellow?
No, I believe it was single burgundy.
Oh,
Is it
burgundy.
single
Okay.
yellow or single burgundy?
Yeah, so I think the 2-color is really nice on that blue backdrop. I think it just kind of makes it look a little bit more sophisticated. So I like these. I already liked the blue ones, and I think they actually improved them with this version. So I would definitely like to get a Jokic or a Murray in this.
Cool.
I like the improvements they made to it. I think it pops much more now than it did. And there's a Colorado Rockies hat that goes perfect with it on lids right now. For those who care for that kind of thing, like me.
Yeah. Eli says the Nuggets cool. I agree. I think it's cool. And I don't, to kind of add on to what King was saying, I don't have a Jokic jersey in my collection, so I definitely would like to get one. And this might be it for me right here. So, okay. Moving on to the next team is the Detroit Pistons. While the Pistons
Shut up, big baby.
to the playoffs for the first time since 2019, they'll do so with 2 new uniforms. So the Classic Edition is a tribute to the 1990s when Grant Hill and company popularized a unique teal uniform. So you all know this jersey right here. This is no stranger to us. It says, "Ask and you shall receive." Check out our official Teal Takeover games below. Obviously, this jersey is a classic. I've probably heard maybe like 1 or 2 people say that they never liked this design to begin with because they said it was too different from what they traditionally wore. It's a dope ass jersey, man. I think when you throw in that like teal color and then you have like the image of like something like a graphic of an animal or whatever on the front of a jersey, I think it looks super dope. Not to mention Grant Hill wore this jersey. It's super dope. Didn't Joe Dumars wear this too?
Did, yeah,
right?
For like a few years, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely a classic jersey. Unfortunately, I don't have any I'm not a fan of any of the players on the Pistons so far. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd get like the newer version. I definitely would get like the older version, like a Grant Hill maybe, or even like a Joe Dumars at some point maybe. But it is a dope jersey, and I definitely see a lot of people buying these this season. But what do you guys think?
And you guys know I'm not, it has to be authentics all the time, right? But if Nike did authentic classic edition jerseys, this one would. This is the time that I'm like, yeah, they probably really should do this in an authentic because the details on this jersey would look so much better in an authentic. Just the logo, all like the layers of twill that it would have, that color would pop a little more. I'm glad the Pistons brought it back. And if I were to choose one player from the current team to get in it, it would be Villanova's own Sadiq Bey. But aside from that, it's a nice jersey. I'm glad they brought it back. I'm sure you're going to see tons of them out there, out and about, to go along with those throwback ones too. So good job by the Pistons.
Yeah. Well said.
No, it's a nice jersey, man. It's just one of those things. I'm and not to hate on swingmans because I fucking I got a bunch of swingmans and I do like them, but I don't wear them. So me personally, I'm not gonna buy a swingman this year. It's really this year. I just started saying, you know what? I can't do the swingman because I don't ever wear them. I'm always gonna pull an authentic out first. So for me personally, I would love to get like something like this. It'd be great, but I can't do the swingmans anymore.
So if they did an authentic version for this, would you buy it?
No, because everybody on the team is bums.
Well, damn. Okay.
That Kate Cunningham guy.
I didn't say it, but I guess King Leo did. Damn. All right.
Whoo!
Yeah, no, listen.
Either. They're all bums.
They're bums. Listen, my Knicks are full of bums. They lost today to Memphis, rightfully so, but they're full of bums. The only person I would get on the Knicks is Derrick Rose, and he's 1,000 years old with 2,000-year-old knees. It's frustrating being a New York fan, bro. Sorry, I'm just
I
venting.
could tell, bro.
My Jets are doing okay, but other than that,
Yeah, look at your
it's
Jets. My goodness, King Leo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Step up.
I mean, they're not 6-0, but they're doing pretty good.
they're not 6-0, Philly fan. Yes.
Mighty.
They're looking good though. The Jets are looking good.
Listen, that's all I care about as a New Yorker, right? We don't have a lot of success after the Yankees, and that's forget about it. I don't even want to talk about them. But
Nice to see.
as a New Yorker, I just want to see progress. I want to see a hardworking team, a smart coaching staff. I want to see progress in a team, and this is the first time I think I've seen the Jets be. You can't skip the Jets. Like before, playing the Jets was an automatic 2-touchdown win. Now you may be in a dogfight, and I want that fight. Like at least be competitive.
Yeah, the Jets are taking those receipts.
Show some moxie. That's what he's saying. Eli says, "Thank the Lord, I'm not a Knicks fan. They suck, and the fan base sucks, and my uncle
Oh
sucks."
boy, Eli throwing shots.
Damn, airing out his family on the internet.
Dang, Eli.
I feel like this is like fight for New York, man. What's going on?
So if you guys don't know, Eli's from the worst part of Brooklyn. So it doesn't like literally it's like Brownsville, Brooklyn. I think he's on Hegeman or some shit.
Brooklyn on Brooklyn
And it's
Prime. Look at this.
it's really like you don't go there between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. Or else you want to be some sort of on the news.
Ooh.
So I'm sure he's Eli for a reason.
Well,
Look, King KO. Of course, Jalen Brunson played well. You know what school he went to?
Actually, I don't know what school he went to.
Villanova.
Take a guess.
Oh,
Championship.
your favorite.
That's
Your
right.
favorite.
all right.
Twilight.
Yeah, the Warriors are coming out with a new Run TMC jerseys this year, which we will break down in just a moment here. But going over
That's called a tease in the biz.
All right, here is the Pistons statement edition jerseys right here. These are cool. I thought they were a little interesting. I would expect like the little stripes right there, horizontal on the jersey. I would expect those like on the trim of the jersey, not on the front. But it's cool. I like it, but it's not something I would like go after right away. But what do you guys think?
No.
I mean, I admire them for taking a chance, but I'm not sure if these are dog-ass uniforms or not.
Rez, can you send this link to the page in the chat? Because I would like to see this on my iPad because I can't really see it on my iPhone.
Yeah, here. I'll post it right now.
Good looks.
Shout outs to NBC Sports, by the way, for having this on their page here on the website. But it's I don't know, man. I feel like something is missing, and it's okay, but it's like I said, it's not something that I would get.
Again, they took a shot. And I think a lot of these jerseys are taking a shot, and some teams want to say, okay, well, everyone just knows us for this. Let's do something else. Let's throw them a curveball. It I'd have to see these on the court, but I don't know. And maybe it's just because I like their icon and association jerseys. They kind of have that old school vibes to them. The throwback one looks really good. This is it looks a little lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks a little lost in their current set.
It looks like they got a voicemail from a fan, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll take his suggestion on what to make."
I hate to say it.
Gray ones.
I'm not a big fan of the airport city abbreviation. We talked about the Charlotte one before.
Yeah.
Which isn't even the airport abbreviation. It's like the, ESPN ticker abbreviation or whatever. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, put Detroit on it. I don't like the DET. I think that's stupid.
Yes.
But I do think that people were very positive about their city edition, which pays tribute to, I think, like a court in the city that like Jalen Rose used to play at, and like a lot of other ballers that came up from Detroit.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see better pictures of that and see what that looks like down the line.
Yeah. No doubt.
So there's still hope, Detroit fans.
There's something about the shortening the name makes it feel incomplete.
Yeah.
Like DET, of course we know it stands for Detroit, but it feels so incomplete. I don't know, man.
The only place it works is with the Sixers. That's it. That's the only one.
Like in the 2010s, they were doing this thing with all these different online businesses where they were taking out the vowels. Like if you look at the sneakers app, like it doesn't have the vowels. It's like, what are you gonna do next? Do that, or it's gonna be, the trick. Like what is that? I'm all good. Give me the full name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just agree with you guys.
It's all right. I'm not really sold on getting this one, but all right. On to the next one. The next team.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
The Warriors.
The Golden State Warriors. Every year it seems like the Warriors have a fresh alternate uniform for 2022-23. They have a new statement and classic sets. So the statement edition is a basic navy design with gold trim, words, and numbers. And as you can see, Jonathan Kuminga is actually wearing the statement edition jersey. For those of you who are wondering, I think, and I'm not 100% on this, but I think they took inspiration from Cal State, the Bears. They have the exact same. I know Michigan also uses colors, but it makes more sense that they would take that inspiration from the Cal Bears because they are a Northern California based team. But I could be wrong. This is all just speculation. But yeah, man, I mean, it's okay. Again, the wishbone color, not too big on. The color scheme, I think, it's okay. It almost looks like a college jersey.
Yeah.
Will I be getting this? Most likely at some point, yes. But what are your guys' thoughts?
I mean,
yeah, very basic. I'll probably get a Curry, but if it's going to be around for 2 or 3 years, I'm not going to, be first in line to grab it. I think there's better statements, better city editions out there that I'd rather have that are going to be more rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know when these might become available, Rez?
It's a great question. I know. So for the last statement where it said the Bay, the yellow one, that one actually, I don't think the first year that they released them, I don't think they came out in authentic right away. I know the team shop got them at some point.
Yeah.
A little bit later, and I bought the Swingman at first. When Curry had his career high, and then I found out
the yellow one.
The yellow one, yeah, that said the Bay on it, and then I found out later on that the team shop actually had authentics. So I think that was during the time of COVID, when the pandemic first hit. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But I would imagine if these were to come out, they should be coming out like later this year, maybe November, December-ish.
I think you put me on to that jersey coming out, and I got it because of that.
Oh, I did. Oh,
I want to say that
right.
you could only buy it from the team shop online.
Yeah, I do.
It was like $270.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
And they had they had 156 left.
And you picked it up?
I picked it up. It's the one with the embroidered Jumpman though, so it wasn't the diamond. I think they had a diamond patch one as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
did.
But they sell out super. I don't know if they don't make a lot of Curry or he's just so popular. I would like to see the statistics. I'm sure he is, but I like to see the statistics on who's the highest selling jerseys because every Curry jersey is gone. They do have a Fanatics one now, the blue one. So anybody in the chat is interested in the blue one, go to Fanatics and go copy the icon. But
that's why I moved quickly.
Tough. It's tough to get the authentics for Curry.
I think they're debuting these, if I'm not mistaken, either tomorrow or on the weekend for sure. There's a really good source if anyone's interested called Locker Vision. That's the website. And you can see all the uniform matchups almost basically throughout the year, as long as the uniform has come out. So it shows you every game, and you can see what uniforms the teams are going to be wearing every game. It's very cool. And it's a cool
That's
source.
so cool.
Very cool. And it's really a cool source for information to kind of see, okay, well, this is what's going on, right? That's how you kind of know, okay, well, this is when they're bringing out the city editions. This is when they're doing this or that. I don't mind this jersey, and obviously I'm going to grab it because Curry, so of course. But yeah, I the first time I saw it, I just saw college vibes with it. I really did. It just kind of looks like, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It looks like a collegiate jersey, but it's different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd have to see it. I'd have to see it to really, know for sure if it's a hit or a miss. Because I was like that last year with their city edition jersey, because at first I'm like, black, I get it, but it's they could have done more. I still wish they did a little more, but seeing it on the court, I think it popped more, and this could be one of those too.
Yeah, this may be a good swingman version of the jersey. It's not a lot going on that you may need an authentic.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of that live thing that you mentioned where it shows the jerseys, it's great that you mentioned that because I'm going to see Dallas and Luka play the Nets next Thursday.
Ooh, they debuting new jerseys?
I have no idea, but I'm going to look it up. So I'm going to see if whatever jersey the Nets are wearing. I don't know if I'm wearing Luka or the Nets yet. I think I'm going to go Nets, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Got it.
I don't want to get beat up by Brooklyn guys,
Yeah, but you're wearing Luka.
Trust me, ain't nobody going to mess with you.
And you need like 5 of them.
Big John, what's your thoughts, man?
Honestly, man, I don't like the wishbone, and it looks like a Notre Dame jersey.
Notre Dame, oh.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's okay. It's like, all bias aside, I don't think this is the best. Like, this is not even on the top, 5 for me, in my humble opinion. This just, I'll be getting it most likely, but it's not something that, I would gawk over or line up for or something crazy like that. You know what I mean? But it's all right. Bay Area Throwbacks, though, says not bad, but looks like a Michigan Cal jersey. TJ says GSW fire. Eli says, let me guess, Rez and Bay Area getting it. Yeah, I guess something too. Eli, come on, slacking on them pickups. Just kidding. TJ says, when did the classic jersey become available? The classic? You talking about the Run TMC style? That came out I think 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
Should be on Nike.
Yeah, they have sizes available still, so I would hop on that if you plan on getting one. But Big John says I'm headed out. Oh, great talking to you. Big John.
To you, man. I had
Later, Big John.
Appreciate you, man, hopping on.
Man.
For sure. Get some rest, bro.
Thank you, man.
All right. Shout outs to Big John. But yeah, let's go on to the next jersey, which is personally one of my favorites, is the dubbed Run TMC jersey or era. And basically, Chris Mullen is donning some familiar colors. I thought that the marketing campaign for this was super fire. I thought it was dope, very creative. But yeah, man, I like it. I just wish we got an authentic version of this because I have an authentic version of this. And obviously, getting the Swingman version, I already know what to expect in terms of the downgrade of the quality compared to the authentic. But what do you guys think about this style and the Warriors wearing it again?
So they've just been kind of like saving this one in their back pocket for the last like 10 years, waiting to bring it back with this team that they've had, because I think it's long overdue. It's a great look that everybody has always liked for the Warriors. Very simple, but the colors really play off of each other well. The trim, you got that 5-color stripe on the trim, which is, in my opinion, one of the better color stripings that you can have. The Bulls use it, obviously, as well. And I think the blue and the gold just play off of each other really well on this set. So, like you said, the only downside is that there, is probably not going to be an authentic version of it. And therefore, it's a pass for me. Like, I'd rather make like a hybrid, with like old materials and throw a new player on it than get a Swingman or something like that. But that's just my personal preference.
Yep.
That'd be dope.
Said it perfectly.
Yep.
Great jersey.
Yeah. Mighty. All right, he stepped away. I'm sure he's going to get it.
He got it already.
You got there you go.
Yeah, he got it. Oh, there you go.
All right.
Unmute, Mighty.
Yeah, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm also winded from walking up and down the steps. But so yeah, I did get it. I showed it in my latest YouTube vid, but shameless plug there. But so here it is.
Here, let me highlight your screen real quick.
Obviously, Swingman, because they don't do the authentics and the throwbacks, at least at this point. But some of the specs, so you have the old school Nike swoosh, which is stitched on. Everything else is pressed on, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Swingman reasons, got the Warriors across the front 30. Of course, for Billy Owens, no, I mean Steph Curry. And then you got the Curry 30 on the back. Now, the one thing, and I think Jersey Connect, they reviewed this jersey as well. So last year, because of the 75th, the NBA jersey logo, even on the Swingman jerseys, was stitched because it had the jeweled logo. So this year it's back to being, pressed on. So these jerseys, the Swingman jerseys, I think are like $10 cheaper this year than they were a year ago, just for that, I guess. But it's got the Curry 30. Love the captaincy. I do hope, and I know I think they debut these in over the weekend or next week. But I'm hoping that not every player has the C. I'm hoping that that's just reserved for like Curry, Draymond, and Clay. But it's nice. I mean, obviously, it's the throwback to the Run TMC, days. But you got your jock tag and everything, all the specs on there. But classic. I just don't think you can go wrong with it. I'm glad they did the away blue. Definitely pops, and the Warriors. The one thing I will definitely say is they always seem to do it right with their throwback jerseys. They have a lot of really good ones from the years, and this is another one for sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
Catch my breath now.
For sure. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I'll probably be sharing it sometime on my channel as well once it comes in. But yeah, I just completely spaced out. I totally forgot about ordering it from Nike. It's not going to come with the sponsor patch, but
Well, the cool thing also, and I don't know, I know I'm a member. You can always sign up for free with Nike with the email, and it was free shipping. And I think I got a little discount on it too. I don't know if that's across the board. I would imagine so. So I think if you're interested in, I think Nike site still has full run in stock. So get yourself one.
I'm gonna check now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh snap! We got King Leo. He's about to buy it.
No, I'm not buying it.
It's a swingman.
Swingman. He's about to.
Nah.
I was like,
Listen.
"Oh, that only took 35 minutes.
No. Come on, man. I'm better than that, guys. So the only ones they're missing in sizes is medium and large.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They have extra small. Yeah, they have extra small, extra large, 2XL, 3XL.
Yeah,
and it's
TK.
120.
Yep, the Curry was only available for now.
Yeah,
I think if you go to the team shop, they'll most likely have, the usuals, Clay. They'll probably have a Wiseman because I saw a lot of Wiseman jerseys when I was there last time. Jordan Poole now that he got his contract. You got the bag.
Did you get any? You get any other championship stuff?
You know what? I didn't. When you text me, I literally just started my lunch and I was like, I saw it and then they only had an XL and the 2X left when you sent me the video, and it was in my cart, and I thought about it and I was like, man, I can't, dude. This is steep. This is and then you text me, you're like, it's historic. It's your team. I literally was like, all right, check out, and then I had to control myself. I was like, nah, dude, because I looked at it from a sense, not from the historic standpoint, but more so like, how often am I going to wear this? I'm probably rarely going to wear it because I don't wear white like that, like all the time.
Right.
And it's a dope ass jacket. Don't get me wrong. It's dope. It's clean. Something you could wear to like church on a Sunday. But like, it's just, it just didn't compel me to spend almost $200 on something that the Warriors wore literally for one night.
Right. No, I understand.
So
I do.
I have the Celtics one from 08, and I think I've worn it like twice, maybe something like that.
It's dope. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like this, like the 2021-22 season was like probably one of my favorite championship seasons for the Warriors thus far. Like of their dynasty, by far, that's like probably my most favorite. But it's just, it didn't compel me, to drop that much money. If this was something they wore like more than one occasion, then I probably would have leaned more towards yes on purchasing it, but I didn't do it. So
I do still wish they did a gold trim jersey though. I wish they would still do that. But
I agree with Mighty. They should make
Those
a championship edition jersey.
Dude, if they did that and they wore that for the night, I would have copped it.
Yeah, that would be another one.
Yeah,
that would be another Curry grab for me too. But it would. I just not just the war. Like whoever wins a title, I think it should be celebrated. I know they do it with the banner and they got the jacket and the shirt, but the jersey, that you're wearing that on the court. You're actually playing in that. Like there's significant there, right? And I don't know. I maybe it will come back someday. I mean, where there's money, there's always a way. But I do miss it.
No doubt. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward to that review on your channel, King, once you get that in hand.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Enough about the Warriors. Let's move on to the next team.
He knows he wants one.
Is the Houston Rockets. The Rockets are throwing it way back this season. They moved from San Diego to Houston in 1971, and this old school looks is a tribute to the franchise's roots in Southern California. So this design right here is super dope. I think it's really cool. Unfortunately, like King Leo said about the Pistons, they're a bunch of bums. I kind of feel that way with the Rockets. No disrespect to any Houston fans, Texas fans out there.
We have a Houston fan in here, don't we? In the comments?
I think Sam is a Houston guy. Sorry, Sam.
He's bad talking your Rockets, Sam. See what happens when you win a lot? You bad talk other teams.
Your Astros are doing good, man, so I'll give you that. But the Rockets, not so good, man. They're going to crash. and
Yeah.
just I don't know, like the jersey's dope, but it doesn't compel me. There's also that factor of who would I get, like player wise. There's nobody that compels me to get this jersey
Don't they
currently.
have a young buck on that team, like
Yeah.
Green or something
This
like
this,
that?
Green, yeah.
this may be
He's
my second
nasty.
favorite.
Yeah, no, it's dope. I like this design a lot. I think it's really really cool. And I'm not really like one to get like jerseys that have predominantly like a white body on them, but this one works, man. I think the color, it almost looks like a Sonics throwback, in a
Yeah.
way, and it's really cool, to see this being worn by the Rockets franchise. So we got a guest in the building, a new guest here.
Uh-oh.
Fu, what's up?
Yo, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
What is
What's up, buddy?
going on, brother?
Not much, man. Just chilling. Just hearing your guys' live, man. Been watching, the new statement stuff and the new other things, and so far it's been going good.
Cool. Did you watch the game last night?
Yeah, I did. You guys smoked it.
What'd you think about it?
Game 1, Rez comes out firing. Game 1.
I know.
Lakers look
It's gonna
atrocious.
be. This is gonna be, this is gonna take it game by game.
What sucks is that the Lakers are gonna just waste LeBron's last few years.
Yeah,
How many more years does he have left on the Lakers?
He
He
signed
has
an
2 left in
extension.
his contract.
Okay. So can he opt out like at any time, or?
I'm
Nah,
sure he can.
He's got
I'm
2
sure.
years.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he signed an extension this offseason.
But
Wow.
it is no player option.
No, player option, I think, after next season.
Damn.
But I mean, if he wants out, like, they'll probably trade him.
You think?
I hope they do.
You think they'd honor that, or you think they'd be like,
Yeah.
nah? You think they'd try to pull what the Rockets
Because
did?
if they don't, he would call Adam Silver and be like, "Yo, I want out of LA,"
Yeah.
and he'd be like, "All right, I'll talk to them."
Yeah.
You know what it is? I miss LeBron playing meaningful games.
Okay.
I
And there's no
mean,
meaningful games in LA at the moment.
Yeah.
it's sad. I think the whole thing would like Russ really like screw the Lakers over. And you could correct me if I'm wrong, POV. I mean, you're a Lakers fan, but I feel like you guys gave up way too much. You guys gave up your youth basically for this current squad, and it's not.
Yeah.
I would have kept Caruso. Like, I don't know what y'all did getting rid of him, but like, I would have kept him, and even Kuzma. I think he should. Those two guys should have stayed. But
They won a championship with them.
they
That's
did.
the thing, right?
That's why I was like,
you traded those guys, those young players that are doing well outside of LA, but you traded it for a championship, and so that's what you got to kind of ask yourself, like, yeah, we suck now, but was it worth it winning the championship in the bubble? Like, it's most fan bases would take that, but LA has so much success that they're like, it's tougher to digest it. And because LeBron is who he is, and because he was in the finals so often for so many years, it's like it just feels weird. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, like I said, like honestly, if they kept all of our young cores with LeBron, they never would have won a chip. That's facts. And it's just, you got to make business decisions. Like LA's not we're not one of those organizations that builds with youth. We've never done that throughout our history. Like the only times we've ever done that with youth was during the '80s when we drafted Magic and we drafted Worthy and we drafted Byron Scott, and that was like the very rare time. And after that, it's like, okay, we just need superstars. We'll grab a superstar, which is, we traded for Wilt, we traded for Kareem, we signed Shaq, we traded for Pau Gasol, we signed LeBron, we traded for Anthony Davis. That's just how it's been over the past, 5-6 decades.
Right.
There's a really good documentary on the Jerry Buss and the Lakers I think you can. It's on. I know. I watched it through Hulu, but I'm sure.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Really, really good. It's a really good in-depth look at the family and how hard it is to own a team and to keep it in the family and all the kind of, what goes with having a winning and a championship organization. And the biggest thing is you want to stay on top and how hard that is because you can't really develop. You have to go out and get that trade or free agent superstar, and then what do you do to surround the superstar? It's a blessing and a curse to have a franchise like that. And, they've had tons of success, but there's been a lot of pain that goes with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I know we're going to suffer probably more years after LeBron's gone, but like, it's just one of those things where let's just say 5 years down the line, we're going to get another guy. I mean, that's just a given.
Yeah.
We're going to get someone. I don't know who, I don't know when, but it's just, eventually it's just that glamour, that name, it'll never wear out. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Showtime.
Well said, man. I respect that statement. Yeah. All right. Just kind of going back to the topic about the jerseys. Sam, who is also a Rockets fan, said he likes it, but he's not buying. And he said he'll wait till it's at Ross. Damn. That's a pretty bold statement there. But he says these young guys are at the clubs, and I see the demise like James Harden.
He scored 35 last night.
He looks good
James
too.
was great.
No, not James Harden. This guy looks pretty good.
Who, the guy wearing the jersey?
Yeah, Green.
I think his last name is Green, right?
Green. Okay.
Yeah.
James
He's good, man.
He had a nasty dunk today. Nasty. It was a nasty dunk.
Yeah.
All right. POB, you didn't. What's your thoughts on this jersey before I go on to the next one? The new Rockets.
It looks like a bootlegged Celtics jersey. That's what it looks like to me.
Bootleg? Sheesh.
Yeah. It just doesn't. It's just the contrast, like the green with like majority of it being with the gold and the white. It's like, it doesn't look good.
Wow. Not even like a Sonics comparison.
No, dude. At least with the Sonics, they knew how to use those colors and how to like design them. This is like, oof. Someone missed the mark there.
Okay. Well, I like it. I don't think I will get it though, just because I'm not a fan of any players on that team. But yeah, it's a nice jersey, I think.
Same.
I mean, to one zone.
For sure. All right. Moving on to the next team, which is the Pacers. They haven't unveiled any new uniforms.
That's surprising. The Pacers have gone through more jerseys, I think, in recent years.
Yeah.
They
have some good ones too, man.
They do, but they've gone through quite a few.
They have some good ones, man. They're a sleeper when it comes to the Nike stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Don't worry, Eli. Jordan still ain't coming through those doors.
The Clippers. So for the third straight season, the Clippers will use the Los Angeles woodmark designed by LA tattoo artist Mr. Cartoon, but instead of just going with black and white, they're adding a pop of color in the 2022-23 with red, blue around the arms and the collar. And here's a picture of that jersey. This one is actually really cool. I'm not really a fan of the Clippers, let alone like their jerseys as of late. But I think this one is really cool. And honestly, I like how they use the Los Angeles. It kind of gives me that like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas look, that old
100%.
Yeah.
Los
Absolutely.
Angeles.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really cool, man. I think it's dope. I hope the Clippers make it far this year because I know with like their injuries, with Kawhi being out and even with Paul George, it's definitely they're a sleeper team. I think a lot of people are kind of waiting to see how far they go with their players this year. But I like that. Aside from that, the jersey is dope. I like the trim. I like the old school, the old English on the front. Is that like one design, like on just the one side of the jersey? I
It's like the
Yeah, it's a
old
sail.
The
San
LA on the
Diego
side.
Clippers flag logo.
The sa-
I think.
Mhm.
Got it.
So this is pretty much almost a carbon copy of the City Edition that they had,
Yep.
and I have the black and the white, same version, except those didn't have the sail on the left side, I guess, and the trim was slightly different. I believe on the City Edition jersey, you did have a red and blue side, but the V-neck, I don't think it was tricolor.
Hmm. Now,
But
will
this
you
is a hit.
That's my only gripe
No.
with it, is that I don't think that there's enough that's different about it for it to really like excite me.
Mhm.
So, I just would have liked to have seen them try something a little different.
One thing I would like to see, because I always appreciated this, and Mr. Cartoon, is super huge here in LA. One thing I would like to see, like I always like the design of it. What I would like to see is the last name on the back of the jersey in that same font. And I think that would make it really dope.
Hmm.
That's cool.
That'd be
Yeah.
really dope if they did
That
that.
would be.
Um,
Other than that, I think it looks fine.
Yo, POB, do you have any Clippers jerseys in your collection? I'm curious.
Used to, got rid of them quick.
For obvious
Yeah.
reasons.
Well, this is the thing, because they sold surprisingly quick. One of them was a red Darius Miles. I don't know if it was Pro Cut or Game Used, but I sold
Champion?
that.
Was it Champion Authentic?
Yeah, Champion Authentic from
Alright.
2001.
Yeah.
And one I picked up not like I want to say like 2 weeks ago was an Elton Brand Red Authentic, and I sold that one quick as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Man, we got some delusional fans in the chat, man. So
Oh my God.
come on, man. Literally.
That's
wow.
wishful thinking.
We'll knock them out of the first round. Don't worry. We're good at getting out of the first round. The second round, that's what.
But can they stay healthy?
That's a
Just,
That's
can they
why
stay
I
healthy?
said the second round's where we have our problems. The first round, that we're.
Philly. I don't know.
Philly in the first round was great.
Philly's interesting.
All right. Moving on to POB's favorite team right here. Give me one second. My bad. Hold.
Just so you know, King Leo, I saw your story yesterday on our jersey. I didn't appreciate that comment.
Oh, come on. Why not?
Because I think they look pretty damn fire.
They look shitty.
No.
I agree with King Leo.
What is it? What did I miss?
The new
I put a
statement Lakers.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're up next.
Here,
This
let me
is
go to
another
the.
tease. You guys are doing great tonight.
Come on, here.
Ugh.
I
think-
like them. I don't know about you guys, but I like them.
No, you know what?
It could have been worse.
I think that, like King said about the Clippers, I think this is a carbon copy of the last statement edition. Like, what's different about
Yeah.
this? Correct me if I'm wrong, but what's different about this?
They
Besides
just
the
they
coloring.
switched the back. Well, they switched the backdrop on the numbers. The black's up front and the yellow behind. And I think they added a little more trim, but other than that, yeah. Because I was never a big fan of the last statement. I like this one better, honestly.
Really?
Honestly, if you get rid of the black trim and make it an all purple jersey, I think it will look perfect.
Don't you have King Leo? You have the one from last, right? The last statement.
Yeah. I have the 23 and the 6.
So what do you think about this one? You said it's trash.
I don't like it. No.
What is it
And
about it that you don't like?
I don't like the yellow. I don't like the color of the yellow. I don't like the yellow Lakers. I believe the other edition had a white Lakers with a drop shadow. Off the top of my head, I'm not at the house yet, so I don't remember it. But I don't like the all yellow letter blocking and coloring. I don't like the yellow fucking jump man that's looking at me. I don't like
I
Pat
agree with
Beverly's face.
Patrick Beverly.
Okay, so to me, this is a downgrade in my opinion, and I love fucking I'm a fan of everybody. I'm the biggest bandwagon fuckface in the world, so I want to like these jerseys, but dude, I can't like it. And the collector in me, and me and Max spoke about this as well. The collector in me is even so. I collect LeBron jerseys. The collector in me, I don't even know if I want this fucking jersey.
Wow.
Straight up.
I mean,
Brutally honest at its finest, right there.
I'm with you, baby. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I ain't tripping.
I think it's dope. In my opinion, and I'm not really one to buy like crazy amount of Lakers jerseys, but like I like this design. But I will say the last statement edition is probably better in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the black side panel.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the black side panel. If it was just an all purple jersey, I think it would look better.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see.
So last year's version, real quick. Last year's version had yellow and white lettering.
numbers?
Yellow and white.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think if they change the numbers to that, like if it was white, it'd be better, in my opinion. But it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next jersey here. It says, in better news, the Lakers will have a classic edition that features their 1950s roots in Minneapolis with an appealing white, baby blue, and yellow throwback uniform. So
Yeah, I need that one because I have no Minneapolis jerseys at all. I need that one.
Every legacy has a beginning, featuring the MPLS 50s era. And this is, I believe, the style that George Mikan wore when he was
right.
Yeah.
still alive,
Yeah, around 1949, 1950.
It's cool. Like I said, I'm not very big on like white jerseys, but this is really cool. I think it's dope to see them pay homage to this era of the Lakers franchise, and I just wish there was an authentic version of this. I would probably get this one over the statement, in my opinion, just because
I would too.
it's cool. I think it's a different part of the franchise's history at the time, and it's not your typical purple and gold that you see. So I think like a lot of OG Lakers fans who know their roots will appreciate this jersey. But what do you guys think?
Clean and cool. I think it's straight to the point. This one is definitely a classic. Not a great amount of bells and whistles with it, but it looks really nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice looking throwback.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Mac?
Easily the best new Lakers jersey out of the three that they're getting, and of course we won't be able to get it in an authentic. So, yay! And I also wanted to point out that very fittingly, Shaq has joined us for the Lakers jersey review.
Oh,
There we go.
Yep.
Cool. I think Shaq approves.
My opinion on this is
the other two are trash. He told me.
Got it. What about you?
I think you save your money on this one and try to get a Kobe Mitchell and S.
Or just make one.
That's right.
Or get Mac to make one.
Yeah.
I'd rather go that route.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel I'm on the sense where like I know it's gonna be around, so I'm not gonna be in a rush to get it, but eventually I will. That's how I put it.
Is it because it's a swingman or just in general?
Well, being a swinger, that's one part of it for sure. Being a swingman, and also like I know the LA crowd here. They're gonna push these through like an avalanche. So there's gonna be plenty of them around here where I'm at. So
Got it.
They have a fully loaded stock on Fanatics. If anybody interested.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, I get my Laker jersey straight from the source, so like I ain't gotta worry.
Whoa, what's that mean?
I live like a mile away from the Lakers store where their practice facilities at.
I thought you got it from LeBron, bro. Straight
I
from
know
the
where
source.
one of his houses is, but I don't get it from there.
Oh boy, Anthony, boy,
Jesus.
look, they're chasing you around,
UCLA, yeah,
looking
not
at
really.
LeBron's houses. Huh? What's going on here?
No, it's because every Friday I drop off my aunt in Brentwood because she cleans houses, and just supposedly across the street is LeBron's house. So yeah,
Ah,
Wow.
wave to
one
him.
of his houses.
All right. Moving on to the next team here, the Memphis Grizzlies. I know the Grizzlies have dropped some fire uniforms and
Jerseys that sell out in 2 seconds.
seasons. Yep, it was kind of crazy because the statement edition that dropped last year, I remember myself, King Leo, and a couple other people bought it on Nike's website. They sat for a good minute, and then suddenly they just sold out because like Shaw had an explosive season, and they were just going for like ridiculous amounts of money. So I don't know if that's still going to hold for this season with the Grizzlies. I think it will, but their statement editions, this is wrong, says that there's no uniforms. That is false. But their statement editions, let me pull it up, look very similar to last year's. But let me see. Did they release a city edition this year?
Nothing revealed yet. I think may have been leaked in the overall. It just says Memphis across.
Got it. So here,
I think in a navy blue. It may be not as. I don't know if it's as nice as last year's.
Yeah, let me.
They may have the most boring icon and association set in the league, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is this year's statement edition, and it looks very similar. The only thing I think they really changed was the front, the design where it says Memphis Grizzlies on there. I think everything else, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think they didn't change.
Very similar. Yeah.
Very, very similar.
It's not much of a difference.
Yeah, I personally I wouldn't cop this, not because I have the other one, but if I had to choose between the two, I think I would still go with the last one.
Yep.
I just think that this is too commercialized, looks like to me. And yeah, there's just, I don't know. Like, I just like the other design better, in my opinion. But what do you guys think about this one?
I get what they were trying to do because they basically got rid of that Memphis, like Blue Jays looking font on the front. That was just a word mark last year. I think it said Grizzlies, right, on the front in that Memphis kind of font. And then this is trying to kind of play off of the old Vancouver Grizzlies logo, but it's just not as cool. You know, they tried to kind of smush that word mark the way it's like laid out on the jersey and the new font together. It's okay. And like the Memphis trim is okay, but they took it off of the armhole. So, you know, it's kind of overall a downgrade. Like, it's not terrible, but I'm not going to be in a rush to get it.
Memphis to me is one of those teams that really is in a dire need of a rebrand, just something better than what they put out. And every time they have a cool jersey, it sells out in 2 seconds. So it's like, okay, well, then the choices are the icon, and they're just so boring. I mean, they have such a marketable player in Ja, and it's like, I just wish their look was better on court. It's like they're not very imaginative. Like, okay, well, let's just do something very similar to last year. Okay, boom, here it is. And there's more that you could do. I mean, I'm not saying bring back the old teal and the white tribal band jerseys, but even that, like, do something that pops, you know, because I would love to get a current, you know, Morant jersey, but just none of them hit me. And this is another one that's like, There's something lacking, and I think it's just the overall look, the font. It just they need to do something. Hopefully next season they do something different. Hopefully they do, because right now they're very boring with
I
exciting
agree.
players.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. What about you, King Leo?
Yeah, honestly, I'm really not feeling this jersey. I like the statement jersey that we got, and then the other stuff. The City Edition last year was nice. The icon is corny. You could still get an icon edition on Fanatics Authentic. I haven't pulled the trigger because it's trash and they don't put no discount on it. I like the association, but it's plain. So it's it is what it is.
POB, what do you think, man?
I mean, like I said, like that's not a lot of difference, even though they put in the Grizzlies instead of the Memphis. But like, I was something, I don't know, like because I did like the Memphis one before, and I'll probably just get that one instead because, like I said, it's just not much of a difference, honestly.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it's all right. I think it's too much. There's too many similarities to the last design, and I think this one is just a little more lazier than the previous counterpart of this. But yeah, I think I would pass on this one if I had the opportunity to get it. So, all right. Let me close the screen. Moving on to the Miami Heat. So it says for the 35th anniversary of the franchise, the Heat will throw it back to their original home uniforms, which is that classic white. This is a really, really clean jersey. Mac, I know you are in the process of making these currently, which is really cool. I definitely will love to have one of these in my collection at some point. I would love to get a Wade as well, but I think that was the Rev 30 version at the time, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mitchell Ness is doing some authentics in the white ones too, right? They're doing.
Yeah. Oh, you're muted, Mac.
Yeah, I think they wore it after LeBron left, so it would have been like Rev 30 after he left to go back to Cleveland, I believe. And because when LeBron was there, he wore the black and he wore the red. So
yeah.
But I love the white. I think it's one of the best looks they've ever had in their franchise history.
Yeah. I think in 2007 or 8 they did white as well.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a really clean jersey, and like I said, I'm not one to really buy like predominantly white jerseys, but this one just pops. It works. It's classic, and it just screams, dope, all around. And I would love to get like a Jimmy Butler in this jersey, as well as like even Bam. I like Bam. I think he's cool. So yeah, I just wish that we would get an authentic in this style, but again, Nike hasn't really surprised us with any authentic classic editions lately. So, yeah. But Eli says he's not feeling it. So, wow, I'm surprised.
He said he's not filling it. So, I don't know if he lost a lot of weight or
filling. That's right, man.
Maybe he can, work on that over Thanksgiving, put some weight on, and then fill it up a little better.
Got it. Any of you guys have anything that you want to add on this jersey before we move on to the next one?
I can't see. You have the screen up?
Oh, shoot. Am I not sharing my screen? My bad.
It's all good.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the Wade Mitchell and S for that. I think that's a must cop for the Wade.
Yeah, they're doing Wade, Jay, Will, and Shaq in that one.
Mitchell. Let's pray they get the materials right.
Oh,
that's true. That's true.
The All-Star LeBron.
Love that Jay Will.
That was a Rev 30, right? Originally, that All-Star, was it or no?
Not for. So this style was, I think it was Dazzle, wasn't it, King?
I can't remember.
When Shaq Wade and J. Will wore it. I think it was Dazzle actually.
I think you're
Even
right.
though it was a hardware classic.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah, I just what man, that's such a great design. Like I said, I'll probably get the Wade Mitchell Ness if anything.
Yeah, I know. I would love to get a Wade in that
I
style.
got all 3 in my crosshairs when that comes out, but we'll see. As Max said, I mean, hopefully they get the material, but Jay Will would be so tempting.
No.
Ah,
All right. Moving on to the Milwaukee Bucks. So the Bucks are bringing back the Ray Allen era purple for their Classic Edition uniforms this year. And honestly, this jersey right here, when it first released, I wasn't really big on it. Like, I'm not talking about this Nike version. I'm talking about like the original version of this. I wasn't really big on it. And then it kind of grew on me. It's a very plain and simple jersey, but it's cool, man. I like it. I like the fact that Giannis is on the team right now because he's one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA currently. And I think it's going to be dope. I think it's going to be dope to see him and a bunch of the other Bucks squad wearing these jerseys again this year. But what do you guys think about this jersey?
I like it.
Yep.
I think I like the white one just a little better, but that one with Giannis is gonna. I mean, it's definitely gonna hit.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna keep seeing that 34 in the front and think Ray Allen, but once you see the name on the back, and he's a little bigger than Ray.
Yeah, I like it too, man, because I love that one on the picture right there, 22. I think Michael Redd wore that number and wore that style as well.
That's what I was just thinking too.
Yep.
Didn't TJ Ford wear this jersey? Was he on the Bucks? He did, right?
Yeah, he wore it.
Who?
TJ Ford.
Yep.
Yeah, TJ Ford. Yeah.
Takes me back.
I think Gary Payton was there for half the season. He wore that too.
Yeah, Gary Payton wore it.
Shouldn't this have side panels on it?
Side panels? Really?
There is one that does have
I don't think the Bucks had side panels back then.
Yeah, they did.
They may have had 2 versions of this. They
had 2 versions.
Yeah.
Correct. I
had a big dog. I had an authentic. Back in the day, I had an authentic champion, Glenn Robinson, in that, and it was just purple. So that was
the big dog.
They put the side panels in a little later. But
I have the white side panel for Ray Allen, the Reebok.
Yep.
Got it.
This is one of my favorite Bucks jerseys of all time.
Do you like this one more, or do you like the one with the deer on the front?
I like this one more than the big deer.
Really?
The big buck.
Big buck.
I do too.
Love the big buck.
Okay.
I always did like the dazzle on the Bucks and then the numbers on that.
Yeah.
That this is another one that would be. It's a shame there's no authentic because the dazzle on the front of that
it just hits. It just makes the
really
jersey
good.
pop.
So frustrating. This would be so nice in a Giannis, but
It would. Yeah.
Nike saving me money.
Ooh.
Facts.
All right. Here we go with their statement edition.
Ooh.
So this is almost like a similar to their earned edition, except they reversed the color to black now instead of green. I personally really dug the earned edition, which I didn't get, unfortunately. But I don't know, man. I think I'm going to be sold with this one. I really like how they have like the antlers on the side. I think that's a nice nod to the buck. And then also just the overall colors of the jersey looks cool. I don't know which one I like more, though. I don't know if I like this one more or the earned edition. It's kind of hard for me to pick.
I like this one.
This one more for me.
I think I agree.
I think this one just stands out. I really like
the cream.
I really like
the
earned
cream lettering.
edition, and I think they nailed the color blocking on this with the green accents and the tan. letters and numbers. I think they just, if they were going to twist that earned edition and give us something that was more readily available, I'm thrilled that they did this and they executed it the way they did.
Yeah.
That it turned out.
And the Bucks should be stitched on the earned edition. One of the guys from Instagram, he had a game worn finals earned edition. Or was it a playoff maybe? But either way, it was a game worn earned edition,
Sam.
authentic.
See you in the World Series, Sam. Our trash cans will be bigger.
Now, is that blue that I see on the trim, or is that my eyes playing tricks on me? Can't tell.
It may be blue
Looks like a blue and a green.
because they use blue for the state. Remember the past statement had the buck faced, and it had the color blocking fabric coming across the dress, and it was blue and creams and greens on a mostly black base.
And they do make authentics in the statements, right?
Yep.
So I don't
Correct.
have that's probably going to be my first authentic Giannis if I can get it.
It's a good one.
There you go.
It's a good choice.
For sure.
And those antlers, they go all the way up and down, like the
Off
the
the side.
sides.
Yep.
It looks a little broken off. Is it supposed to be on the one side? I guess it's.
It does look broken off, but yeah, it comes
No,
down.
I think that's the
I think
short.
it's like folded.
Oh,
or
is that
it's
the?
something.
the short.
Oh, I
It's
see.
the
It's
short
the,
side
you're
up.
right.
Yes, it's the short.
Oh boy, that looks good.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Bay Area says I actually like those Bucks jerseys, but would prefer without the horns on the side.
The horns make it though.
I think it makes it. Yeah, I think it makes the jersey like really nice. That's just my opinion, though.
Homies, I'm gonna check you guys. All right, I'm gonna still listen though.
All right, man.
All right,
I made
King.
it, King.
You King.
Got it.
Later, King.
I wanted to confirm also, I checked a gamer. I was able to find a 07-08 Hardwood Classics Heat Ricky Davis, a.k.a. never met a shot he didn't like, a.k.a. get buckets. And it was Dazzle. So I found it in like 30 seconds. So if they messed it up, we already know.
I'm guessing they're gonna mess it up, but hopefully not. Maybe they'll surprise us.
Oh man,
Maybe.
I want them.
Don't say that.
I want them. I may. Hey, I do want them. I may have to live with it.
Ugh.
I know. But I need that, Jay Will. I need that in my life. I can't. Maybe I can. No, I can't.
POB, did you give your thoughts on this one or?
Yeah, like I said, I loved it. I love the designs on the jersey. I love the color scheme. I think it fits really well.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely would cop this if this would be on my top. I think my top 5 favorite statement editions this year. So, all right,
I
the
agree.
Minnesota Timberwolves are going to be implementing a gray statement edition uniform with bright green accents. Too bad Jake's not in here because I would love to hear his thoughts on them. Minnesota guy.
Yeah, 'cause their jerseys last year were amazing.
Yeah, I know. Everybody was saying like you got to get a Ant-Man.
Yeah, the city one. Yeah, I do wish I got that.
I kind of wish I got. I know Mac, you got one, but you stuck to your gun. So props to you.
I got the hat.
But what do you guys think about this statement edition? Are you guys feeling this? Are you guys
No.
not?
No.
It looks too much like a Seahawks color scheme to me, so that's a pass for me.
Yeah, it's one of the things where like they try to be like ingenuitive and new and like, nah, I'm not feeling.
Yeah,
I kind of like it when they throw the brighter green in their color palette, like I think it was the statement, or maybe it was the city. It was the statement edition. The year that Edwards was a rookie, that like bright green jersey. It's crazy wild, but I don't know. I kind of like it. And this one, I think they executed it really well. This is actually one that is on like my second tier of jerseys that I would like to get if I can. But I also really like Anthony Edwards, so.
Gotcha.
I just wish they would just put a wolf on the jersey. It's such a great logo, and they never put it on the damn jersey. It's like, it's your name. Embrace it. Damn it, embrace it. No.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised too. I think they could definitely. I think the Timberwolves have a lot of
Big howling wolf on the jersey. It would look so great.
jerseys, but this one ain't doing it for me, man. So that's a pass. So, Bay Area said, oh no, I'm sorry. Mike said no on the T-Wolves. Oh no, sorry, Bay Area. My bad. No, tongue twister. And Mike says the Wolves need to go back to the style they wore in the 90s. Yeah, I mean, that's a classic design with the little, like, with, or no, wait, was that, when did they start wearing that with the trees on the trim? When did they, because they had, obviously with KG's rookie.
Yeah, that was their
simple blue.
Late 90s, I want to say, into the 2000s, or was that a 2000s look?
I think that was a 2000s.
2000s? That was a 2000s. Okay,
I want to say late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. No, that was a decent look. I like the trees.
It's a classic. All right, moving on to the Pelicans, who
boring Pelicans.
Haven't unveiled any new uniforms for this season.
Of course not, because their uniforms suck. Okay. It's another one. They have a great city.
Tell us how you tell us.
96, 97. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel, Mighty.
It's such a colorful city, and they can't get the uniform right. It's like,
I don't know.
Just go Mardi Gras full time. That's all they gotta do.
The New York Knicks. So too bad King left, but I don't know if Eli's in here. I know he's a New York guy, but it says the Knicks haven't unveiled any uniforms for this season. Is that true? I don't know. Did they?
They have like black. They did some black jersey.
You're right.
Is that the new statement?
Yeah. Yes. Hold on.
They're okay.
Definitely a very Halloweenish.
Yeah.
Let me pull up that screen real quick. Share screen, Chrome. All right, here is their statement edition for this year. So, yeah, I know. Pardon the background there, but as you could see, it looks like I don't know if there's like a clearer picture of this jersey, but here's a video. Hey man, nice to meet you, bro. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't love it. It's like okay,
They keep trying to force these black jerseys. Like,
looks like a Syracuse football jersey.
Yeah. I don't.
Well, I'm just gonna say I just want to say they almost nailed it. They're just missing something. I don't know what it is, but they almost got it. If that makes sense.
Almost, but not quite.
Yes.
Oh. Well, we have a fan in the chat. I guess Mike says, "Hey, Knicks." He says, "I like." So, all right. Well, there's still people out there.
More power to you, Mike.
Loyal Knicks fans out there, still repping with the team uniforms. Yeah, I think it's an okay design. I probably wouldn't get that jersey, to be quite honest with you. It's just not really something that's top of my list, but it's cool. Moving on, to the next team here, which is the Thunder, who haven't unveiled any new uniforms. Orlando Magic, however, did unveil a new jersey. So it says the Magic are bringing back Shaq and Penny era pinstripes with a twist. Their new statement uniforms for this season have the popular black pinstripes on the blue jersey, but the collar, arms, and side panel is camo colored dark green with stars. So I felt like with this jersey,
Is there a picture, or
Can you see it?
I'm still seeing the Sixers bitch? I mean the Knicks on the screen.
Oh. How about this? Can you still see it or no? What in the world is going on here?
I see you guys.
Okay. Stay with me now. Stay with me. Okay. Here we go.
So they did do like camo green with that stuff, huh?
I feel like that's too much.
It's not green though. I think somebody else confirmed it was the lighting in one picture.
Yeah.
So I think it is black.
Huh.
I just think it's
I,
too much.
I really can't tell.
Let's take a closer look at it. Oh.
Again, it's another franchise that doesn't have a player anyone really wants the jersey of.
Yeah.
Unless you're Greg Anthony, your kid's jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all right. I'm not very big on the side panel coloring with the stars. I think the stars is a nice nod to their pretty much franchise, but there's just something about this that I feel like doesn't go well, and I'm thinking it's the side panel.
Mm-hmm. It's too much. It's like they're like, oh, we could do this. No, we could do that too. Oh, let's just mix it all together.
Yeah, definitely too much.
Basically, throwing a new side panel on like the Dwight Howard era jerseys and changing the coloring. It's like not that different.
It's not very different at all. All right. The next team here is the Sixers, who have not unveiled any new uniforms this season.
Yeah,
how do you feel about that?
Well, there's just been the leaks, of the city edition with the City of Brotherly Love on it, which is sort of similar to the 1970 scripted 76ers, throwback that they wore some years ago. I obviously haven't seen an actual picture of it. I can't really speak of that. The Sixers are one of those French teams, though, that I'm glad that they don't mess around with their. I like the statement jersey. I like the red jersey. I think it pops. The side panels look really good on it. That's I think they're one of the teams that got the statement jersey done right, and I'm glad they haven't messed with it. The only thing they did with it was change. I think they had they had Phila on it at first, and then they changed it to Sixers, or maybe the vice versa. That's the only thing they've done with their statement. Other than that, it's been as it was when they first brought it out. Like I said, the City Edition is going to be some sort of it's a white jersey with a red. I think the where it says City is blue, and and everything else is the City of Brotherly Love across the front of it. Haven't seen the back, so I don't know what the font looks like on the back, but it's just basically we've seen the front. And apparently they're going to do something with the court to go with that one, but we'll know soon enough. Those jerseys start getting worn next month. So, but the Sixers always have a decent look. It won't touch last year's Spectrum themed jerseys, but those were spectacular. But I still look forward to seeing the City of Brotherly Love set, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
see what happens. But the Sixers don't need to touch their jerseys. They're the three normal ones. They're great. Don't mess around with those.
Gotcha.
Of course, they will someday.
What about you, POB? What do you think about the Sixers not having anything this season?
I mean, it's whatever. If they don't have the field to change anything, it's fine. I'm just. Because, like I said, just less jerseys to worry about, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's great when teams decide not to unveil something like every year, because I mean, obviously for the reasons like more money in your pockets, but also like you don't want to force the creativity. Like you don't want to feel like, oh man, it's a new year, I have to have something new. I don't think you need to do that. I think wearing the same design from a previous season is okay. I think it allows the jersey and the design to be more I guess, iconic or nostalgic, if you will, by doing that. And like right off the top of my head, the Valley jerseys that the Suns wore, really, really dope jersey. And I think that jersey is going to be a classic like 10, 15 years from now,
I will say this, though. I know that everyone's clamoring for the AI era black jerseys to come back and as a throwback. And I'm sure that probably is on the books for next year. Who knows? But I would imagine with that, we might also see at some point the red jersey, statement jersey, maybe become like a black jersey with some sort of, something on there, kind of pay a little homage to the AI years. Whereas their current set is more of a homage to like the 70s and up to the 80s and into the 90s looks. So I can kind of see them, doing something like that. Maybe even next year do a new statement jersey. I
Right.
really like the red jersey. It's part of their history. I hope they keep it, but because there's so much, everyone wants black. Everyone wants the Sixers to do black again. So I can kind of see them kind of giving in at some points. All right, we'll do it as a statement. But like I said, I do believe at some point, they know there's money involved in it. So I'm sure they're going to wear the throwback, the AI era, as a throwback, maybe within the next year or two. We'll see. But they haven't done a throwback jersey in a few years. The 1970 jersey was the last time they did a throwback jersey, and that's a few years ago. So they're kind of due. So maybe next year.
For sure. All right. Moving on to the Phoenix Suns. Where it says there are 2 new uniforms for Phoenix this season, a statement edition and a classic edition. Personally, I've always been a fan of the Suns jerseys. I think they're like
fire.
Probably the second team that I have the most jerseys of in my collection. But this is their new statement edition that they're wearing.
Ooh.
I think this is dope. I really like how they did the trim, where they kind of got that like pixelated Valley style from their previous jerseys that they wore, their previous statement edition. But yeah, this is a really cool design right here. And I like the PHX. I know, I think it was King where he was like, I didn't like that with the Detroit. I see Mac nodding his head. It kind of brings back memories of like the Steve Nash, Stoudemire, Marion, Phoenix Suns would mark on the front. But I might be biased because that was like one of my favorite eras of the Suns. But what do you guys think about this?
I mean, I think I like it. I'm gonna say that much. I like it because I said the PHX. Thinking about those Suns teams with Nash, Stoudemire, Marion, those were really good teams, and I do like the black color. But I also love the different colors on the numbers. Like it bleeds into different colors. I actually kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like, and I get why they did the PHX because that was they had some really good years in those teams. But if they would have done this just instead of PHS of X, if they would have put Suns across the front, and maybe even done that gradient down the bottom the way it is on the 22, that would have been pretty cool. Even if they just kept it white, I think that would have been decent. But this is a nice look. This is definitely a nice look. I know they were thinking about doing something, and I guess the production or something happened and they didn't bring it out, but this is definitely an improvement of what they had in mind, I think, a year or so ago, if I remember correct. But
now, would you place the Valley jersey over this or this over the Valley?
You know what? I never did get the Valley. I would put this over the Valley because I like the trim on the neck and armholes a little. That just really, I don't know, it grabs me. But the Valley jerseys are very nice. I still wish I kind of got one, but I could see myself grabbing a CP3 in this or something like that, but we'll see. What?
I think I'd take the Valley ones over these because of the word mark. I never really liked those orange jerseys that they had with that word mark on it anyway. In fact, they may have started this whole airport abbreviation trend. So while they're paying tribute to the past, I would have preferred to see Phoenix spelled out. But other than that, I really like it a lot. I think the gradient effect on the trim and the numbers is really cool. And I think this is a sharp jersey. And even though I don't love the word mark, I could see myself, putting this in the group of jerseys that are probably in my second tier. Yeah. If I was able to come across it and I had the available funds, like I might pick it up.
Yeah.
But isn't Phoenix another one though? That they're another one of those teams that their authentics go like crazy. So it's almost like you have to know someone in that area who has access to the store or something like that, right?
They are available at least, though. I'd say and we do have some people on Kings and stuff like that are willing to help out, and it does seem like if you have somebody that's boots on the ground there, you can't get them. So it's at least a little better than I'm trying to think of a team that's like really tough to get. I mean,
Memphis,
the
Grizzlies.
Memphis was difficult. The Bulls were difficult.
Did the Charlotte
last
ones
year.
move real quick last year too? The city ones.
They had a lot supposedly. Yeah. So I mean, like if you knew somebody or your dad wasn't, just not willing to drive into the middle of the city to get you one, you probably could have grabbed one. But
what about the Hawks? I thought that their stuff was hard to obtain too.
Their city one moved really quick last year. The Big Hawk, even though it was a swing, they they had authentics in that. They
didn't make any. Yeah, that's the thing. I wonder if they're gonna change that up. But it seems like their city editions, they don't order those. Like their team shop doesn't order them for some reason.
So weird.
It's an odd thing, but yeah, that it makes it difficult. I mean, you can't get them if they don't stock them.
Exactly.
It's true. One of the things that the Phoenix Suns wore this year that like really caught my attention was their classic edition jersey.
Oh boy.
And obviously you could see DeAndre Ayton here wearing some old colors. What's old is new. It pains me to know that this jersey is not going to come out inauthentic because obviously there were so many great players that you could have got for this jersey. I mean, Barkley, obviously Hardaway, like it's just a dope design. That Fireball Suns is classic. But I probably would get this jersey just because I love the jersey that much. But I think it's safe to say everybody would love this jersey. What do you guys think?
Oh, absolutely. This is one of the jerseys that should be retroed, once every few years. I think everybody will go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's a shame that we're never going to get the Barkley. But, we're going to get, the Dan Marleys, the Kevin Johnsons, the Danny Ainges. I don't know if Tom Chambers wore that style, but there's a lot of good ones to that. Nice. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I really want this jersey in an authentic. So
it's so good. The purple one just pops.
It's classic. All right, moving on to the Portland Trailblazers. We're almost done here, guys. It says after signing a new extension with Portland, star guard Damian Lillard designed their newest statement edition uniform. It's red with the iconic Blazers pinwheel on the chest. It's okay, and don't get me wrong, like I'm all about Dame time. Like I love Dame. I think it's dope that he's a Bay Area native, but I don't know, man. This
don't quit his day job.
Putting it nice. I just feel like with the Blazers, man, like I don't know, like my favorite jerseys from them were like the Bill Walton era, with the Blazers like vertically going down. that's always been my favorite. And then even like when Drexler was on the team, he had and Pippen.
No, that to me was the best, like the classic Portland Trailblazer look.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like after that era, a lot of their jerseys just kind of get lost, in the under radar here. And this one is no different, man. And I say that respectfully, like I'm not knocking Dame or anything, but I just feel like his creativeness with this one was kind of like, that's it. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it just doesn't hit the mark. And I think for the Blazers, it is tough. They keep trying, and some years they've done okay. I mean, I think they did like a homage one year to the old Bill Walton years, and they kind of did like a redo of that one, and that looked pretty good. But it's tough. I mean, I don't really know what they were trying to do with this one, but it's one of those teams that they have a good name, they have a nice logo, but they never seem to. I don't know. They always seem to get the jersey a little. There's always something a little off about their new whatever they put out. This one yeah. Sorry, Dame.
Dame was trying to squeeze this in between recording sessions. I think he was like, oh shit, I got to do that statement edition jersey.
It'd be dope. I'm actually curious to see like how much creative control he actually had for this, because it says that he he designed the jersey, but like, did he really have full control? Because I mean, for those of you who don't know, Dame is a recording artist as well as a basketball player, and like I feel like if you could have with that like number of like skills that you have, like man, you could have done so much with this jersey. And then it's red and black, like that's such an easy and like universal combo coordination that you could do, man. And I just feel like with this, it was like what Max said, like he's probably in the studio writing a verse or whatever and just being like, throw a logo on there. I don't care. So
he was using the intro to the Bulls back in the 90s when he was recording. Said, "Oh, a red jersey with black. We could do that."
Right.
Yeah, it's just that you think with someone who as creative as Dame could do something better, but yeah, it's kind of underwhelming.
I just feel like he didn't the Portland organization was like, all right, you have full control, but it has to be red, it has to be black, and you have to put the wheel on there somewhere. Like I feel like that was his criteria, and he was like, well, damn, all right. But
they were like, hey, Dame, we're gonna say that you did this, but like Janice is gonna take care of this for us. And Dave's like, that sounds good.
All right. Moving on to the Sacramento Kings. They have not unveiled any uniforms for the season yet.
Wah, wah.
The San Antonio Spurs did unveil a new statement uniform that keeps their traditional black, silver, and white look, but adds some flair with the SATX across the chest and a patterned side.
It's a pandemic!
So there is the image, or images, I should say, of the new Spurs statement edition jerseys. And, when I first saw the front logo of this, I was like, okay, that's cool, And then when I saw the side panel of the jersey, I started to get a little confused. And then I saw the sponsor patch where it said Self, and I was like, now I'm really confused. I don't know. I this was on my top list, but I think
confused making this.
It got bumped a little bit for me. But what do you guys think about this one?
Yeah, not in the rotation.
Yeah,
I mean, sorry, you go ahead, Mac.
I think the side panels are cool. I actually kind of like these, but again, I have to be consistent with this whole like not liking the word mark thing. Like I don't know, man. Like not only do we have a city abbreviation in there, but we have like the state in there as well. So it's like, come on, man. Like I don't know. It's just too much for me. But I do think the side panel implementation was a really great idea. And they were like almost there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's too much. I think it's too much in my opinion, but I'm just confused. I need to see more of this jersey.
I mean, I will say this though. I kind of like the design of the SATX. I was actually a huge fan of that. And like I said, I'm kind of confused about the side panels as well. It's like I don't know what they were going for, but I feel like if it was just a straight gray stripe there, I feel like it would have been really dope. It would have been up there for sure.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so they also went back to wearing Classic Edition with the George Gervin era. Personally, this is one of my favorite Spurs jerseys from their history, man. This is a classic. I actually own the George Gervin Mitchell and Ness authentic in this inspired jersey right here myself, and I like it. I think it's dope. I think it's cool. Spurs have always had very simple colors, with the exception of when they, had like the teal and all that stuff going on. But I like the traditional like black and white and like the gray combo on the trim. Will I be getting this jersey though? There's no players right now on the Spurs that really want, compel me to buy this. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this?
It's a shame they didn't do this back when, they had Duncan and Ginobili and Parker and them.
Yes.
Because there's really no – and it's like I have the Gervin too, and it's like the Gervin's really all you need, right? So the new crop of players, there's really no one I want to get. But I would have gotten, years ago a Duncan in this for sure, or even like a David Robinson if they wore it when he was there. I think they did wear something, but it wasn't this. But it's like, man, just the wrong decade. They just missed it.
Would you get it if Kawhi was still on there?
Huh?
Would you get it if Kawhi was still on the Spurs?
I might, yeah. Kawhi, I could see. I could see getting a Kawhi in this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as you guys because I said I also have the George Gervin. Shout out to you, Rez, for that link that you gave me a while back. But I got a killer deal for that. But yeah, like I said, man, the thing is, I would get this, but the problem is the Spurs have no recognizable players because they traded away their all-star. I think to Atlanta, DeJounte Murray, and I probably would have considered that if he was still on the team. But yeah, Spurs, they don't have no guys on their team, so it's like it's a shame. But like I would like to get it, but there's no one on the team that I like.
Yeah,
I think this is an interesting case of something old being new again. Like you can see this jersey's from the 70s era, but this is a style that teams are implementing now with like the two-tone kind of reverse, color scheme. So
the Nets did.
Yeah, exactly. This is like exactly what the Nets did, and you can see it in other sports too. Football, hockey. So this is like a really popular thing in uniforms right now. Kind of brought back a little bit by the Christmas uniforms of the, I guess like mid-teens. But it's just a clean jersey. But I agree. I don't know that I'm like in a rush to get like a Devin Vassell, Spurs jersey. It's not high on my list. So, as nice as it is and clean as it is, I'll pass.
Yeah. I mean, if they made like a commemorative, like a Greg Popovich Spurs jersey, I'd probably.
Well, they did make a Duncan in last year's City.
They did.
I think.
Yeah.
So
they did.
Maybe they will, but if you're one of those people that's like, I can't rock it because he didn't wear it.
Yeah.
Then it won't be for you.
I can't.
Well, Ginobili made the Hall of Fame this year, right? If they made like a commemorative version of that and Ginobili, I would take it.
That'd be kind of cool.
I would highly consider it. Which reminds me, man, I don't know. if it's just me or not, but like, have you guys noticed how hard it is to find a Ginobili jersey? Like,
Oof, yeah.
it's really
I actually
difficult.
have a friend that has one, and he's like trying to get me to pick it up. I think it might be one size too small for you, though. I want to say it's a 44.
Is it? If it's Reebok era, I could probably do it, but
It is. So.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm married now.
And I mean,
I
dude,
got
it
some
would be.
extra cash.
Let me talk to him. I'll talk to him for you.
Let me know. Yeah, let me know, man. All right. We are moving on. Almost done here with the Toronto Raptors, who have not unveiled any uniforms for the season yet. The
Bring
Utah
back the purple.
Yo, just
Utah
skip the Jazz, man. Just skip the Jazz, bro.
The Jazz. Yeah. So
These are some of the worst.
let's just jump right to it, guys.
Oh, good. The Purple Mountain. That's it.
They
don't have any
got
players.
a lot going on with this set of jerseys right here. Now, the Mountain Jazz, obviously, if you grew up in the 90s, you know, it's a staple. I have one myself. But the other three, like, yo, what was going on with the freaking creative behind this, dude?
Thank God I'm going from there.
This is why Mitchell and Gobert left, because they saw that and were like, no, I'm good.
It's like they lost Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, and they're like, you know what? Just fuck it all. Like, I don't care what you guys do.
Please trade me.
The inspiration for these jerseys were Post-it notes.
I'm not wearing a crossing guard outfit. No.
I personally would not rock these, even if I got them on clearance. If I had a chance to get them, I wouldn't wear these.
Well, that's where they're going to be in a few years. Clearance. That's the only place.
Garbage. Hey, don't forget to pre-order your jerseys today.
Pre-order jerseys today.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm a pass. I'm a pass on that. But yeah, who's on the Jazz right now? That's
Clarkson. Is he still there?
Yeah, Clarkson's really the only guy, and I think Bogdanovich is still there. Or did they trade him already?
I think he got traded.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's Clarkson.
Yeah, this is sad, man. I feel bad. Like, I feel like the Jazz is like, they have all this potential to be great, and then they just take like 5 steps back, and it's like,
these are so horrid.
What the heck, man?
All
right.
There's nothing on there that even speaks Utah. It's like, what the heck is that?
It looks like rec league jerseys are worse.
That's what their team's going to be playing like this season.
That's true too.
It's appropriate.
Yeah.
Then some rookies, high-paid rookies, going to go there next year and have to wear that. Oh, goodness God!
Hopefully, it's not that French guy.
Why don't I spare you guys of the Utah Jazz and move on to the next franchise, which is the Washington Wizards. So the Wizards' new City Edition set will be a pink cherry blossom themed set. So as you can see, there is a former Laker, Kyle Kuzma, rocking the new Washington colors, but I'll play this real quick. Just mute it, so I don't think we need to hear anything. But
avoid that copyright.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Nationals really took to the cherry blossoms this year.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wow, this hype video is trash.
I did not edit this, by the way.
Pedals floating. Yes, I can't wait to get this big jersey.
There you go. You get glimpses of it.
Oh.
There you go. What was that? Yo, what was that outfit? What is?
Was he in a dojo?
Oh no, Kuzma's been dressing like that ever since he got to the league. So.
Let me see if I can freeze frame like a shot.
I don't know, man.
It's like a Febreze commercial.
Look at that.
It's kind of like, yeah.
What is going on?
You can have the court all smelling nice like rose petals or black cherry blossom petals.
These are the first ever wear and smell jerseys.
What is with those shorts? Wait a minute.
Don't tell me that's like, is that like an official league approved color of the shorts?
Oh,
Jesus Christ! Wow. These are lingerie uniforms. Like, this is the jersey you gotta wear to bed before you do your thing.
Wow. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
I
don't
mean,
know,
the
man.
jersey alone, I don't think is terrible, but those short. What the heck what is going on there?
Hey, yeah, the shorts
They
are
got
awful.
purple.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, what?
Hmm.
Oh my!
I mean, they would be okay if they were just all pink, but like, Jesus Christ.
I don't get the grading.
Yeah, I guess that is an official. I mean, it's got the Nike logo on it, so it's definitely an official logo.
Hmm.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at the fabric.
Oh,
It's like they're
good. And it
forcing the
has
blue
a
on you.
gaudy side panel with
Oh, look at
flower
that!
stenciling
Wow.
on it. Jeez.
Look, he's got my pose down.
He is striking the pose.
He's
Kyle
got
Cruz
the
pose.
res.
Classic red pose.
He's got the
Oh.
look away.
Did me proud. Look at that.
He's looking at the cherry blossoms floating in
go.
the air.
There you
Oh,
go.
there they are. Look at him. Oh, he's dancing in them.
I don't know about all this though. I don't think I could wear all this, guys.
No.
I don't know
That's
though.
probably
I mean,
that's their shooter.
That's a Russell Kelly
jacket.
outfit.
that's shout outs to Blinking. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I could pull that off, even if I wanted to. But
Luca would pull that off.
mm,
Luca
Yeah,
would
maybe
have
Luca
the
could
jacket.
style that jersey into something good. I couldn't, but
Shout out to Luca.
I can't do
Dude.
that, guys.
if you guys didn't see his post last weekend where he had the Untouchables White Sox with like the fedora on, my God.
Oh yeah,
Fire,
Luca.
dude.
Luca don't mess around.
That's
Yeah,
fire.
he's coming for people, man.
He is. We're not done yet though with the Wizards because they
good.
actually have another jersey that they're going to be bringing back from the early 2000s, which
Yes, they are.
Jordan and Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas wore
Mm-hmm.
the classic.
Yeah.
Some guy named
Okay.
Jordan
Oh,
too. He
yeah.
wore that jersey.
Classic.
Classic
I like
white.
this. I really like this design. I don't have the white Jordan one, but I do have the blue one. I would really like this jersey, but I don't think I'll be getting this one just because I would rather have like older players like Gilbert Arenas, Antoine Jameson, or even Jordan. But what do you guys think about them bringing this back?
I like it.
I love it.
I like they did the white one.
It's cool.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
safe. This is a safe play right here. You know, I think they took a chance with the City Edition, or what is it,
The
Statement
Febreze
Edition,
edition.
the Febreze Edition, and evened it out with this one.
Freeze with this. I like that.
Every time I see that jersey, I just think of like scratch and sniff. Like, does this? Am I gonna smell like a fragrance? Or
Smell like cherry blossoms.
Yeah, you're gonna find that jersey at your local Victoria's Secret.
Oh boy, secrets out then. Oh my.
All right. Okay, so we went over that right there. There are some jerseys that I didn't show, which I have, I believe, on a slide here.
Did you say you had the Warriors? Like
Yeah, let me pull up that picture, but let me show you guys. Can you guys see this?
Not yet.
Not? All right.
No.
Let me pull up my screen again. All right, so this right here I pulled up from Instagram page at Team Jordan. If you want to check out their page, they have some dope stuff. But this is a picture of pretty much everything that we broke down of the statement editions that we got here. But like out of all of these, like what is your top? I guess I would say top 3 that you like out of this whole list here.
Number one, I'll probably go with the Bucks because that one really stands out to me. Number 2, I will go with the San Antonio, the SATX jersey. And number 3, I'll go with the Mavs. So I think those are the top 3 right there. I think those are the best looking, even though, it has the wishbone neck. But I just think the design of it and the color scheme of it looks really dope.
Gotcha.
I will go Bucks, Phoenix, and Golden State.
So the ones that I think are the best designs, the Bucks, the Nuggets. That's about it. The ones that I'll probably get, or that I'll definitely get, the Warriors, the Bucks, the Lakers, the Mavs, and then maybe the Grizzlies, Hornets, and Nuggets, and Timberwolves.
Wow.
Well,
That's
Mac
a
don't play.
Maybe.
That's a hefty
I mean, I
list.
got 2 to 3 years to get them all, so it's not that bad.
This is true, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I saw a pic of the Grizzlies jersey, and I saw one picture that had that print on the neck down the side panel with the yellow accent. That makes a bit of a difference on those. I think it definitely makes them look better, and I'd be more likely to get that because of it.
Yeah, I honestly, if I were to list these, my top 3, I would probably go with the Bucks, the Warriors, and probably the Nuggets. I'd say that between the Clippers and the Nuggets, very close, but I think because of the Clippers one looking like a carbon copy of the last version, and even with the Nuggets one, I think it's kind of like a carbon copy as well. But I like the way that jersey looks. I think it really looks cool, and like I said earlier, in this live, really, I think they did a fantastic job with the color coordination on the number and letters of the jerseys. So those will probably be the ones. The ones that I'll probably be getting, though, for sure, is going to be the Warriors. I might get another Mavs one. Definitely the Bucks. And if I don't get last year's Lakers statement, LeBron, I'll probably get this one. But that's kind of what it's looking like for me. All right. So I was able to find a picture of the Warriors City Edition, which I believe is the last jersey that I haven't shown you guys yet. Why don't I pull that up?
All right.
So this one, coming from a Warriors fan, this is really hard for me because I don't know. I'm not really feeling it first glance at it. You guys ready for this?
Sure. Do you think they tried too hard with this? What? Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So I don't know. I really think that this is definitely very different from
it's very different.
what the Warriors have traditionally put out. And I get it, sometimes change is good, but I don't know if it worked for this. And here's a picture of the back, for those of you who are wondering. So this definitely looks like a legit, like it's already got the Nike tags on it. And if you are wondering what that is, that's like a flower.
It's a rose, yeah.
A rose. Yeah.
So they put the same front and back? Oh my. It's just it's almost too busy.
Yeah. I compared it to like it almost looks like a collab jersey. Not that I have anything against collab jerseys, but obviously collab jerseys are usually a little more, I guess, daring when it comes to creative like designs. Like they stretch the the idea of creative, I think. And I think when it comes to like an official uniform, that that gets very a lot of people are protective of that, and myself included, and I don't know. I mean, will I get this jersey? Probably.
Yeah.
But will I wear it? It's almost on the level of the All-Star jerseys that they wore last year. Like it's something that's kind of tucked away, but I have it for collection purposes. But I don't know how you guys feel about this one.
I don't think the idea is cool to have that rose like I'm assuming that will be supplemented on there, and it opens the. I don't know if it would be for better or worse, but it opens the Pandora's box for other teams to do similar stuff. But the weird thing to me, it's like they don't need the rose on there. If they took the rose off and just if they wanted to do what they did with the logo on the front, that would have been okay. And plus, have you seen the shorts? Is there going to be a rose on the shorts? Because you figure I mean, we don't do it, but obviously when they play, they're going to tuck the jersey into the shorts. So the rose is going to be just partially seen when they wear it on the court.
I have not seen the shorts, but
I'm wondering if the rose is going to be on the front of the shorts too, and that's going to kind of complete what does it also say around the circle? Does it say Golden State, or I see Warriors on the top, but
it just looks like accents, like little graphics of lines and stuff just surrounding the emblem in the middle.
And obviously they haven't. Have they fully explained the rose, or is it
something
they still have to explain?
There's a rose garden at the Golden Gate State Park.
Okay.
And I think that's from what I can find online, I think that's the inspiration for this.
Yeah.
I think I understand what they were trying to do with kind of a gradient fade, but with an actual image.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a cool idea in theory, but I just don't know if it works, with the rest of the jersey. And yeah, I think that's it. And I think that's why on the font, it kind of, maybe it has a little bit of Japanese influence on the word mark on the front. So I probably end up getting it because it is a Curry jersey.
Yeah.
But is it one that I'm gonna wear a lot? No, but it's an interesting concept that they tried to implement, and kind of like Mighty said, it'll be I'm not sure if Mighty said it or Rez, but it'll be interesting to see if other teams try more of this, actually putting an image, if the Sixers put a picture of the Liberty Bell, or a silhouette or something like that. And maybe it could be cool down the line, depending on how teams use it, but kind of interesting.
Well, the other thing is, because the rose is at the bottom of the jersey. So if they would have taken away that graphic from the front and they had the Warriors across the front arc like that, and they put the rose up high, that would have been probably better. If they wanted to go with the graphic, the supplemented rose. But it being on the bottom really kind of, I don't know. It's almost like it's too much like that. And it looks kind of weird on the bottom of the jersey instead of put it up there, put Warriors, and there you go. But yeah, it's different. I mean, this is unlike anything I think that anyone's done. It's taking a chance. I'll give them that. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and I think most City Edition jerseys, they grow on you, and then by the time they do, they're sold out. So you have to really make a quick decision here.
Well, I know I'm getting it's Steph, so it will be on the Steph rack for sure. But
just grab it and resell it if you don't like it, man. Yeah, that's the philosophy you got to take to this one you're thinking about.
It's not to say, I know, but POB, man, I haven't heard your thoughts on this, but what do you think, man?
Not feeling it. I don't know. It's just something about it. It's not something I can get into it. I mean, just the whole bottom design to it, and also what they said earlier about the shorts. Is it going to blend in with the shorts? I just don't know. It's just not feeling it.
Ugly ass sleeve jerseys. Yeah, you know what? That's actually the those sleeve jerseys were one of the jerseys that I actually refused to buy.
Me too.
I just thought they were so hideous looking, and I think I mentioned that in my my Welcome to the Bay video I did in my Warriors collection.
Mm-hmm.
I said in the video that I didn't collect those jerseys for a reason. And somebody told me, they're like, "Oh, well, it's part of history." I'm like, I don't care. Those things are hideous. I would never wear those. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Will I get this one? Most likely, very highly likely I will. But yeah, I'm curious to see how the Warriors describe this, because there is indeed a garden out in the city, and that is part of the city, but it's not like something that everybody in the Bay Area knows about. Like, I lived in the Bay Area my whole life, and I'm just now seeing this and hearing about this. And there was also an article that I found that I posted on Kings, because I think Roberto asked about the backstory behind this, and I was like, I can't confirm this is it, but this is what it's looking like. And I guess Oakland, their flower of the city is similar to the one here in the emblem, the logo. But I don't know if they're gonna do that again, because I know they did the town with the tree, so maybe this is the San Francisco one. Now that they're in Chase.
Yeah.
But we won't know until the Warriors, officially post something. But well, guys, we did it. We went through all of the statement editions and city editions for the 2022-2023 NBA jerseys by Nike. What do you guys have any final thoughts you want to add to all the jerseys that we showed, and your 2 cents?
I mean, I think as always, it's to each his own. And if someone might love all the jerseys on there, that obviously, we have our own kind of set, ones that we would definitely go after, and ones we would probably definitely never go after. But the league, it's like anything else. We have to remember it's a business. And it's all about that bottom dollar. And every year they're going to pump out these new jerseys, whether we love them or not. I don't mind the variety, but I understand why some people might. We're getting close also to the reverse retros to come out. The new batch of those for hockey. I've already seen a few, and
tomorrow
I'm gonna. Yeah, the wallets. But yeah, you know what? I think as always, there's going to be hits and misses. I like the look of some of these jerseys. Some of them I would rather they didn't do it, but that I don't know how some people create, but some people create it. It's different, and we'll see. I think as always, we're going to be hunting around, trying to get the ones we want, and authentics or swings or what have you, and it's all part of part of our culture now. This is what we do every year. We look forward to these new jerseys, and okay, we love them or hate them, and we're gonna critique them here, and then we're gonna go after the things we want to go after, and it's just a never-ending cycle. So a couple more will be in the Steph collection, and there'll be a new Sixer jersey at some point for me, at least personally speaking. So
right on. GTC says, looks like I'll be saving my money. It's not a bad thing. Bay Area throwbacks, I don't give a shit about history if it's bad history. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Like, I feel like with this season, really the only things I would really probably have in my collection is to try and keep like my Giannis, Luka, and Steph.
Yeah, you gotta get more Luka
going. Because I think out of like the last few years here, I've been collecting a lot of the Luka, Giannis, and Steph Warriors collection. So I think I'm gonna keep it that way. And also like now that I'm a married man, like I have to be very mindful now of my, even more mindful than I was, before. But like I really need to like figure out here, what I really want to have and what I'm willing to just pass on or even sell and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it on this live stream, guys. Thank you guys who have sat here through almost 3 hours now. We're going in the 3-hour mark here, but I definitely encourage you guys to join these live streams every week. I try to do different topics. I plan to do another live stream again next Wednesday. I want to do a Halloween edition. So I definitely would like to see you guys there. If not, I totally understand. But I'm definitely going to come up with some Halloween themed questions, maybe talk about Halloween jerseys, talk about Halloween in general, maybe some horror stories and all that fun stuff.
I'll be down.
But yeah, I will give you guys a sneak peek because I actually just got a Halloween pickup from my mall.
Be careful saying the new movie.
But I know you guys will probably appreciate this.
Ooh.
So
That's funny.
it is
Van Gogh, Michael Myers.
Michael Myers in the famous Scream.
Yeah. You see him more on that shirt than you see him in the new movie.
Ooh.
So I'm actually supposed to be watching the movie this week. I didn't watch it yet, but
it's different.
Watch it. It's okay. Different. It's the last one, right? I gotta know. Is it the last one, or are they?
That's what they should be.
Oh no! I mean, I don't know if there's any coming back from what happened to him in this one, but no, it's
there'll be an alternate timeline.
There we go. Like Jason X or what was it? Where he was in space?
Yeah, that's Jason X. Space, but Michael kind of moved around like me. There was a lot of wheezing going on, and the years haven't been very, pleasant to him. But he's there for a bit. There is aspects of the new movie that I liked, and there's things I just wish they didn't do. But we'll let you see how you like it or not, Russ.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely talk about it on the Halloween edition because I plan on watching it this weekend. And my wife is a huge horror buff, so I definitely would like to break it down and stuff like that and talk to you guys about it. But you have something you want to say?
Do you have Disney Plus?
My wife does.
You should watch Werewolf by Night. It's 50 minutes. It's a good watch. It's in the Marvel universe. You should check it out.
Werewolf by Night?
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
Dude, quick watch, 50 minutes. It's like an old black and white 40s horror movie. And it's a story that's gonna matter in the MCU. So, it's a good watch.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I am so behind my Marvel. It's sad. It's like as I have this giant girl
it's nice because especially for you, it's kind of self-contained, so you don't have to be caught up on anything. You can just kind of watch it, and you'll enjoy it. I think.
Gotcha, for sure.
Yeah,
I'll definitely have to check that out. Is there anything?
I got a quick question for you guys that I need your opinion on. Okay. So I think I probably told you guys before. So Dazzle Twill is really difficult to do. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. It can be done, but there's a lot of extra hoops that you kind of have to jump through and stuff to make it happen. So I inquired. I got this jersey that required twill, Dazzle Twill, and so I had a kit made for me. And it's pretty good. It's kiss cut as it should be. But when I first got it in, I thought the colors were maybe a little light and off. But now that I'm seeing it under different lighting, I'm not really sure. So I was wondering if I could show it to you guys and see what your opinion was.
Sure.
By all means.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ovechkin rookie.
So I think it actually might be okay. My first thought was that I know the lighting is all over the place, but
it looks like copper from here, from my camera.
Yeah, and that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. I think
that
it's
was
okay.
their black Capitol building jersey.
I mean, What do you think it looks like? Is it like
When I first got it, my reaction was that it was too light, that it wasn't like a dark enough copper, and I thought the blue was too light. But when I move it around in the light, if the light's not shining directly on it, it looks more as it should be. And I'm not really sure, like basically because you can't just like buy dazzle copper, like that's not a common fabric that you can just like walk into a store or buy, or even at an athletic place that they stock. It's not common. So you basically have to take a white piece and sublimate it with whatever color you're trying to use. So you end up kind of running into the issue that Lord knows I'm sympathetic to with the Suns jerseys, where you're trying to like really balance the shades of certain colors. And I think after looking at this, I think it might be okay. It maybe could be a little bit darker, but I don't think it's enough to really move the needle, because if you see it in certain lights, it looks fine. So
it's also with hockey, it can be a little different. You remember they wear those, out in the bright lights, so that's what makes maybe a little bit of a difference when you see it in person compared to.
because
I think it looks good. Yeah.
This is the white version. The Screaming Eagle.
Yeah.
And it's fairly comparable.
Yeah.
Maybe a little lighter, but
you said so. You said you got someone to make those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're doing a kit. You got the blank jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I've got so many other things that I'm trying to get done with my own stuff that I just outsourced it, and I was like, I'll get them done sometime before the end of the year, but I wanted to at least get the kits. Because these took a while. These took I want to say like maybe 6-7 weeks to get back. So
damn.
But
are there any rivalry updates?
So I think I showed you that picture. So I've got about 100 Sixers and Suns jerseys that are essentially ready to go. But I've fallen into a little bit of a financial issue because I broke my hand, as some of you may know. So I had to go to the ER and deal with all that nonsense. And then I've had some vet bills that I kind of unexpectedly had to take care of. So one of my cats was sick, and it turns out he has a virus, and that means that it could have been passed to other cats. So I had to have them both tested, blood work done on both of them. So it was just the last few weeks have just been kind of hectic. But those are all taken care of now, and I'm focused on getting, the Suns and the Sixers jerseys done. And then, like I said, I've got 100 of those, and then I'll be able to get, the rest of the backlog taken care of on the other stuff. So that's the plan.
No white Stoudemire Raptors might be out
so
there.
What I'm going to do is, before they send me the completed Suns and Sixers, I think there's only like 2 or 3 Raptors. I'm just going to have them tack those on to the order as well. So we'll make sure we get that for you as well.
All good. Good stuff, though. Your hand's all healed now, right?
Hey.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's all healed.
I got it off last Thursday, so everything went according to plan. With that, it's still a little stiff, but it's I'm just glad to not have that big bulky cast on it. The thing was such a pain. So yeah, that's definitely moving in the right direction. And Kobe tested negative, so
good.
Hopefully he's okay. And Shaq has been pretty good since I had him in, and so it's just about trying to like make sure that his environment is good because it's kind of an autoimmune disease. So as long as he's an indoor cat, so hopefully he has a better chance of, you know, surviving longer. But if he catches anything, it can create, you know, problems. So I've just got to bring him to the vet every like 3 months or so to get him checked out. So
It's good.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it for me on this topic tonight, man. I want to thank all my guests that participated on the live stream, as well as in the chat as well. If you guys are wondering, I do these lives every Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did go a little bit later this time. It's probably going to be like that for the time being, just because of my job situation. They're currently having us park a little bit further from our building, so we have to walk a little bit. So takes me about like 15 minutes to get to my car. So it doesn't give me much time when I get home. So I will keep you guys posted, but just kind of prepare for me going live at like 6:30. It's easier for me. So I know it's 30 minutes, but yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And be on the lookout for next Wednesday as well with the Halloween edition. I definitely want to go live before Halloween, which is on a Monday this year, spooky live. So looking forward to sharing some scary stories and maybe eating some candy with y'all on here. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. You guys have anything you want to add before I close the stream?
Anybody that's still here, make sure to like the video.
Yes,
I should have said that earlier.
Right.
I messed up.
I keep forgetting to like self-promote the freaking live, man. It's so funny.
Like, comment, subscribe to Resurrection, man. He is the man.
That's right. That's right. And I also do plan on uploading some content. I know I've been kind of quiet on the channel. You know, a lot has happened with my wedding and stuff. I'm still, even though I'm married already, there's still a lot of things planning. Got my honeymoon coming up. And also like trying to figure out like the housing situation is probably the biggest thing in my personal life, if you guys are wondering. But yeah, I'll definitely be here. If you guys need to get a hold of me, check out the description of my social media handles. You could DM me, email me, whatever. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna end it here, guys.
Go Phillies, go Union, go Birds, and it's early in the Sixers-Flyers season. Go everyone! Phillies back, baby!
Yeah, follow Mighty Fan, follow Rivalry Sportswear.
All these good guys right here, man. I can't say much about my Niners. I don't even know what the hell is going to happen against Kansas City this upcoming game.
I'm still wondering how you guys still lost to Denver.
Hey, just remember, anything can happen at any time as long as you keep faith. You know, Neil's a good sports fan. And about 10 days ago, shit was looking a lot more bleak than it is right now. But he's being rewarded because he's a good sports fan. So keep supporting your teams through thick and thin. Good stuff will happen to you.
Spoken
Absolutely.
like a man. I love it. All right, fellas. Have a good night, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Take care and be safe out there, guys.
Peace out, guys.
See ya.